It's Monday, September 12th, 2022, when back here in the studio live on Mostly Superheroes. That is right, Scotty Scoop and the Giggler are here, back with me, your host Logan, in St. Louis, Missouri, back in the basement to talk about some nerdy superhero stuff. This time the meat is a little bit different. We're talking about D23 from this past weekend in September. Let's kick it off. This is Mostly Superheroes. Hello and welcome to Mostly Superheroes, a pursuit for the world's best stories with an emphasis on live action superhero stuff. I'm your host, Logan. We're back again shooting in 4K for the very first time. 4K in the studio with the new lights, with the new setup, a new monitor here in it. Thank you to you Patreon patrons for giving us some money to make it happen. We're here, we're back, and yes, we're live doing a simul stream to you folks out there on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Twitch. Thank you for joining us. We have a really, really nerdy episode for you. Yeah, if you're out there on the social medias, you're out there on the Patreon, we're all over. You can listen wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple Music, and now even available on Amazon Music. Make sure you go find Mostly Superheroes wherever you're listening. Now give it up for one of my two co-hosts today. You know this guy. He's been here. I mean, we're coming up on 3 years together. Mr. Andy, we'll give it up for the Giggler.
Has it been that long? Man,
I mean,
time flies when you're having the best time.
You know me. I just kind of, I always exaggerate. It's probably, what's it been, 6 months, 7 months?
Dude, no, I don't even know what I did yesterday. So
I love your hat. You got the merch on, Giggler. How you been? How was your weekend? Happy Monday to you.
I am great. Yeah, here on a Monday is different, but it's nice to have something to look forward to on a Monday.
Yes, and we haven't been here in about a month. I don't know if you realized. It was actually a month and a day.
Okay, well, I know everyone missed us, so let's get down to business.
Let's give them the ride of their lives. Scotty Scoop. Scoop. There it is.
Way to scoop the meat.
This is the meat has been scooped.
Yes.
The meat has officially become the scoop. We're changing up the format today. It's a special episode. And we usually feature a feature. We usually talk about one story, something that's, one-on-one, a deep dive, if you will. And today's going to be a little bit different. There was a big event over the weekend, D23. If you don't know, we talk about a big thing on the show called the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We also talk about Star Wars. And hell, Disney Plus is just putting out all sorts of things nowadays. So today is going to be a really fun day for you fans that just kind of like to nerd out about all the stuff that's going on. We're going to keep it tight. We're using the timers and Whatchu Watchin, and the meat's going to be jam-packed. Before we do that, we're doing our first segment. Haven't got a soundbite for it now. I think we can just do it live. What you eating?
Nom, 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 nom.
It's on. Okay, that'll be it. I'll put some music with that. That'll be perfect. Here in St. Louis, in Maplewood, again, a little place called the Crow's Nest. Metal bar, fantastic brunch, a patio. They have 80s movies. They have 80s and 90s and 70s nostalgia movie posters, statues, figurines, kind of like a TGI Fridays, but if it were like cool.
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
It's just awesome. They have a new spinoff bar in Soulard that we talk about all the time on this show here in St. Louis called Eat Crow. Brand new. Go check it out. First time there, I believe, for you, Scotty Scoop.
Yes, never been there.
What'd you think?
Delicious.
Delicious. You got the
Big Turkey Club.
And it was big.
Yeah, it was huge.
What'd you think of the place?
Oh, it was nice.
Nice ambiance.
Kind of dive-ish,
yes,
but in a cool way.
And then you get to the patio, and
patio
it's almost
nice.
like
It's open.
It's kind of elegant.
Looks brand new.
Yes.
Almost.
Andy, had you been?
No, I have not. We went to that Eat Crow for lunch, work lunch, few weeks ago.
So you kind of had
This
been.
is the first time I've been to this location.
Yes, what you think?
I loved it. My burger was so good the first time around. I went with the Wisconsin burger this time, which is just a cheeseburger with more cheese curds on top.
Yes.
And it was just as good as that sounds.
Absolutely.
I would eat this every day if it didn't just straight murder my arteries. But
Well,
it was so good.
Well, here's a good news for you listeners that are like, man, I like burgers, but I need them to be vegan. Carrie loves the vegan burger. She got it again today. They also have a vegetarian burger. Fantastic. I highly recommend also the waffle nacho fries. I know I'm messing up the name, but you'll know it when you see it. Karen's chicken is a top for me. I mean, it's like spicy fried chicken and a nice spring mix salad. And today I did the fish tacos for the very first time. And I loved them. Crow's Nest, man, this is definitely one of my favorite spots in town. It's a place with a vibe. They don't mind playing the music, just a little loud. Again, fantastic brunch on the weekends. Great spot. Trivia, bar, really great. Actually, I would call it upper level bar food. Like, it's like you think you're in a pub that's kind of a dive, but you're not. You're going to be blown away by the food in the menu.
It's great food.
Crow's Nest, St. Louis. Go check it out. crowsneststl.com. Go check them out with whether you're visiting, whether you live here. Go check them out in Maplewood. And with that, let's get into highlighting some other folks, our favorite folks, actually, the fans.
Fan mail.
Not messing around today. Got plenty of fan mail. When we want to hear your voice, we haven't featured a voicemail in a while, but you can leave us one. And sometimes if you call us live and you catch us right now right now it's live.
We'd answer.
So you could technically call. I mean, we're live on 3 platforms for the first time tonight. You could argue that maybe there's somebody out there that's going to call 754-CALL-LOG. That's 754-225-5564. It's plugged in right here. I'm even checking it because I'm like, I'm not going to say this and like not mean it. The phone was off because we haven't been here. We haven't been here in a month, but it's charged and it's ready. So if somebody calls while we're live, 754-CALL-LOG, we would love to take your call. We also want you to join our exclusive, free, private group on Facebook. It's a great place that's easy if you're already on Facebook. It's called the Mostly Superhero Squad. Again, exclusive, free, private. You join that. We BS about titles that are coming up. We share what we're watching. We share just some kind of good vibe energy. You know, on the weekends, on Fridays, we kind of see what everybody's up to. Just kind of a bunch of a nerdy collective that we'd love for you to join. And also on Facebook, we had a post out there all over the socials. We put out a little clip about The Flash. Ezra Miller has been arrested many times. This movie's maybe on the chopping block along with, the rest of DC. Michael Keaton's maybe not going to be in it. And we had a comment actually from Alberto Perez. He says Michael Keaton would be perfect to play Batman in the film adaptation of The Dark Knight Returns, considering his age.
Yeah, agreed.
What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Pitch me that movie real quick.
It would be perfect.
Yeah, you got Michael Keaton.
Elderly Batman.
Almost like a Batman Beyond story mixed with like him as older Batman.
It would be almost when Batman was in Batman Beyond.
Exactly.
Like he's trying.
Okay. Yes.
He's trying so hard.
Absolutely. I know. I'm sure you would like that one, Andy.
Yes, please.
You just want to see Keaton.
I need that more than anything.
Well, it's scary that he's been in the suit this much and we might still not see him.
Yeah.
I mean...
Any new news on this movie? I didn't mix it into any of our news since News and Rumors is out today because we're going to be doing it during the meet. So,
Ezra Miller has apologized
in person,
yes, to WB execs.
Yes,
and he's claiming he's getting help for his issues, and we'll see.
Are you buying it?
I'm buying it for sure.
You're like, just get the movie out.
Yeah.
We don't care. Like, listen, it's not that we don't care about what Ezra Miller did.
Right.
I just think it's like, this just proves how political the world can be when it's like, listen, if this guy has broken the law, like, handle that on its own.
Yeah.
And go do whatever you got to do. But if this movie's good, I mean, here's the thing, guys. They haven't stopped playing Michael Jackson songs that I can tell. It seems like they're just like, you're on the, Thriller.
Yeah.
Thrill the night.
Still great.
Still just comes on. People just boogieing at every bar.
Yep.
And I'm like, did everybody forget about that guy? Remember Peter Pan Town? Ezra Miller is in the middle of this stuff. Listen, I'm not saying, I want to know, like, justice must be served. But on the other side, like, show us this movie that is, it's essentially done, right?
It's that thing where you have to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah. It's complicated, though.
It's complicated.
It is.
In some cases, you're like, I don't want to contribute to any kind of financial, gain that they might get.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to put money in their pockets, but like, why am I having to think about that? I just like Batman.
I want to consume this product.
Yeah, I'm a Batman fan.
Right.
I'm a The Flash fan. Alberto Perez, we appreciate your comment on Facebook. We had some more from Facebook. Actually, this spurred from an article I read from Den of Geek sharing a little update on the Hulk relationship in terms of Marvel Studios, Disney now, Universal, who, if you don't know, a little catch up for you. Universal is the one that's owned the rights essentially to the Hulk
for a long time.
It was like some kind of weird distribution deal where it's like only movies that come through them with the Hulk could happen, and that's why he's never had his own standalone movie
since 2008
with Edward Norton. Exactly. That was like the one, and that was a team up.
Yeah,
that was Universal.
They were like, "Hey, we're gonna do this."
And absolutely, Kevin Feige, the Marvel Studios team, was there. Here we go. Like I read in this article that apparently this relationship, this contract, could be coming up to expire in 2023. Pretty exciting news, because what I'm hearing is, Mark Ruffalo has said multiple times, "I'll play this character as long as you want." We're going to talk about She-Hulk and Whatchu Watchin. Can't wait to like kind of highlight a little bit of that world. But here we are, me sharing this news saying like maybe we get a World War Hulk movie. Philip Buchel says, if this is true, this is Philip Buchel on Facebook, I could see Ruffalo staying the longest and Banner being the last of the original 6 Avengers still active, so he can get his trilogy. Incredible Hulk probably doesn't count because it's been too long. I think, what's it say?
They'd start a new trilogy.
With
World War Hulk.
Right, just give him his own little franchise.
Planet Hulk, World War Hulk.
Yep.
Man, there's a lot of stuff they can do. And
Hulk, yeah. Please.
Stay tuned for She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Because in the first episode,
yep,
bam,
they could have created a branch.
Mm-hmm.
To get there.
And then also on Facebook, Greg Wadzinski says, not before Hulk vs. Wolverine. What do you think? You think we're going to get this?
Man.
If we do, it's going to be like the future Wolverine, the future Hulk.
This is going to be...
You're not getting
this would be a long time.
Hugh
no,
versus,
we're not getting Hugh Jackman.
Mark Ruffalo.
Right.
Even though...
Oh, yeah, for real.
We say we're not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be a while.
Thank you, Philip. Thank you.
That's what Secret Wars is for.
That's right. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Greg, for your comments. On Twitter, you can follow us at Mostly Superhero. Just one of us out there. And they had a little comment from Joystick Show. Their Joystick Show on Twitter. Shtick is SCHTICK. Looked like they had checked out a tweet from a clip from our recent episode on Thor: Love and Thunder, which is now officially out on Disney+. Who has already rewatched it?
This guy.
Oh, I guess all 3 of us.
Yep.
Oh,
everyone.
man. Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Even better the second time around.
Oh, always, I think.
Yeah. And then better, and then better, and then better.
And better and better. Your expectations come down.
Yeah, and it's different.
Yeah,
You're I'm not putting...
very much more accepting.
Yeah. It's almost like every single time with these Marvel movies. I remember watching Iron Man 2 for the first time, being too hard on it. I remember watching Iron Man 3. Well...
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. I think we're still a little hard on them, though. Like, the more you watch them, the better they get. Well, Joystick Show saw this clip. They said, this looks like a great discussion. We'll have to check this episode out. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your shout-out. Thanks for checking out the show. And then a really exciting piece of fan mail today, a band we've been highlighting a lot lately on the program. Coheed and Cambria with a fantastic album, Vaxxus 2, Window of the Waking Mind. They're on tour right now. I believe they're bouncing.
Tour's over.
No, they're bouncing all over Europe now.
Oh, really?
Through October.
Nice.
So if you're listening in Europe, Coheed is there. We are doing a vinyl giveaway on the show. You can go find it at mostlysuperheroes.com/contest. We shared out a nice clip about this, and guess what? Coheed shared it to their channel.
Nice.
Our contest.
Yes.
Nice. Guys.
We had to shut the whole thing down. It crashed the site.
The site... it was unfunctionable.
You should have seen the tower over here. It was literally on fire.
That's where, these lights, they start blasting red when we get too much volume on the site. This was happening. Coheed shared it out. We saw some people trickle in for the contest right after they shared it.
Really?
So we got some real Coheed fans in here.
Nice.
We're going to extend this thing. We decided, since this just happened, we'll give you another couple weeks. MostlySuperheroes.com if you want a fresh vinyl record of Vaxxus 2 Window of the Waking Mind. Write us in. You enter a few fields. It's totally free. We will send you this thing. We already sent out a recent vinyl from the Midnight. We're going to keep this vinyl giveaway going. Go check it out. Got a QR code on your screen right now if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify. And with that, we got a couple events coming up. I wanted to highlight these, Andy. I meant to give you a heads up. I totally forgot. 2 events coming up that we wanted to highlight that we're going to be doing some gift baskets for. First up, an organization that we've wanted to partner with since really I met your buddy, Sam.
Yep, he's the man.
The man. Comes to events all the time, fan of the show. Turns out he has a twin brother that many years ago, I don't know how long now.
It's been about 8 years. No, sorry, about 9 years.
Yeah, his twin brother committed.
Obviously with the 9th annual.
9th annual, that's right, 9 years,
Yeah.
committed suicide. And obviously very tragic, very much affected Sam's life and his family's life in unspeakable ways. And not long after, they started an organization called
Team
Jakey, all about suicide prevention.
Yes.
Going to have the link to this in our bio. We can't say how much that we want to bring awareness and taking away the stigma as this event is doing. What is this? This is a cornhole tournament. The 9th annual cornhole tournament. You guys are doing this, in a couple weeks in the stigma team with Team Jakey, essentially.
Yeah, they've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for the American Foundation Suicide Prevention over this time period. So it's going to be a fun event though. Cornhole. I'm playing with my dad, so hopefully we take down the title. We'll see. I'm going to rely on his old man strength in these games. He's really good at these type of things. I'm not so much, but
well, you'll have to report back how it went. We want to hear all about it. I'm sure this is an event it's probably already filled up or filling up at this point. We wanted to highlight it and just at least talk about it a little bit. We've been looking for an excuse to bring up Team Jakey on the show for a long time. We're going to be doing hopefully more with them in the future. Andy, best of luck in your cornhole tournament.
Thank
and we're going to
you.
do a little Mostly Superheroes giveaway for him.
Yes.
And so if you are playing in it, if you're listening, you got something to go after. A nice little prize pack from the show.
I'm going to expect to see so many tickets in that basket.
Oh.
Just the most ever.
You talking content coupons?
No, I mean me putting tickets in there so that
oh yeah,
if I get a content coupon and I can decide what we talk about on a show, then you guys are screwed.
Oh, derailed.
It's just going to be, I think you should leave.
Yep. I finally get what I want.
And
All
then,
right, you got an hour to talk about this show.
And we're doing another one you're playing in a golf tournament for in support of looking for research to look for cures and treatments for Huntington's disease.
Yes.
The next
Which-
day. Calm down.
It's
Andy.
going to be a long
back
weekend.
to back. He's
I
going
know.
back to back.
I texted
Some
Logan
sort
and I
of
was like,
Iron Man
hey.
over here.
hey, can we get some baskets for these events? And I was like, oh yeah, they're like 3 weeks away.
Yeah, we got to get them together,
But-
both of them. But anyway, this one's an event, Upper Great Lakes region partnership with Huntington's Disease Society of America.
Yeah. Crescent Farms. It's a golf course. I've been doing this like my whole life. Huntington's disease runs in my family. And this is like their premier event for the year for the local chapter. So we just play golf, drink beers. My dad is awesome, and he's basically takes care of all like the beer and soda for the event. So it's good to see him running around feeding people all the beers they could want while I get to play golf in itself. So it's a fun event. So I'm looking forward to seeing who comes home with our prize. That's for sure.
Well, I'll say Andy and Steph, you guys I can always see your big hearts. And whenever you bring stuff into our lives that all of a sudden we're experiencing this stuff, anytime we can help somebody else that's not having as much fun on a particular day, maybe have a little more fun or feel just a little bit better. It seems like that's all we're trying to do with this kind of stuff. Have a little fun, do a little charity, a little philanthropy. We're going to keep doing it in the show. Andy, thanks for sharing it with us. Good luck in both your ventures.
Thank you.
We'll hear back, and hopefully we'll get some pictures and videos of, hey, if you're going to be at these events,
post some content.
Post some content. Show us what you want. We're going to put some unique stuff in these things.
Okay. Done and done.
MostlySuperheroes.com is where you want to be, /music, /events, /give if you want to learn more about any of the ways we're trying to be more in those areas. With that, let's get into what we're watching.
News and rumors.
Fail.
Damn it.
Whatchu Watchin.
It's live. What can you do?
I mean, whenever you're skipping stuff live, All right, timers are back. The NFL is here. Andy, you got 1 minute to tell us. We all got fantasy teams going, I think.
God.
Just ran about the NFL. How's it
Yesterday was
Week one.
Week one of NFL football, and it literally felt like Christmas morning to me. Woke up, went to the east side, placed some bets. Just sat in the parking lot just so that my phone knew that I was in Illinois, so I could place such bets. Watch my Steelers beat the Bengals in one of the freaking craziest games I've ever seen in my life. Watch football for 9 hours and then pass out on the couch. That's exactly what I wanted through the day. Ordered some DoorDash. Got some Dairy Queen. Got some Ben & Jerry's ice cream through GoPuff. That's when you get food delivery twice in the same day. You know,
Yeah, and then the second time's ice cream.
Just a day of degeneracy. Yeah. Oh, ice cream, and then I accidentally got Swedish Fish as well. Somehow ended up in the cart. I don't know who did that, but
20 seconds in this was your snacks. Anything else?
I'm sorry, but that's a big thing about Sundays.
Well, how would you rate your first NFL Sunday of the year?
It was a 10 out of 10. Steelers
10 out of 10.
Every day.
Changing the score?
What are you doing?
4.0 out of 4.0.
All right, there we
10
go.
out of 10.
What?
It's like you forgot what podcast he was
Right.
on.
You're right.
The NFL.
Where am I?
You're loving it.
This is mostly snacks.
All right, we'll talk about the NFL every once in a while on the show, just like that. Scotty, tell us about this one on Prime Video.
Oh, Paper Girls. Picture Stranger Things, but girls. This is the the night after Halloween. All these girls get together. They're delivering papers. It's like 4:00 in the morning, and somehow they get caught in between two warring factions in a time war.
Ooh.
And get dragged into it. And they're time traveling all over the place. They go to the future. They meet some of their future selves. If anything came out of this show, it is these 4 girls on the screen right here. They are phenomenal in this show.
They're bringing it. Okay.
So good.
One season.
Look to see more of these girls in the future. 1 season, 8 episodes, about
how long?
45 minutes to an hour per episode.
Okay.
And it's been canceled.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Canceled.
Are you shocked?
I am very shocked.
This was like a big
This
rollout.
was good. This is an adaptation of a comic book series.
Right.
That is fantastic. It's being shopped around.
It's not done.
To somewhere else. Something else will pick this up.
You think it should be
For
picked up,
sure.
I guess?
It absolutely should be picked up.
Andy, did you see it?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, us either.
I was intrigued.
It was
highly recommend.
Highly recommend. This is one of those that Amazon Prime showed me the trailer, and the trailer sucked.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of they just show you like the worst scene out of something. But anything else? Paper Girls, would you rate it?
3.4.
3.4. Wow. Solid.
I enjoyed it, but I'm a fan of the source material.
All right, your time just went up. I don't know why we didn't get a timer on that one. Next one, I got 2 shows that are highly connected, so I gave myself a minute and a half for them. The first one is from Comedy Central. I think I watched it on Hulu, and then I was required to watch seasons 3 and 4 somewhere else because Hulu was going to start to try charging me or something. So there are 4 seasons. Nathan Fielder. He's like a comedian / I don't even know what else. Interesting dude that does human experiments. Nathan For You is all about him helping small American businesses with the most outlandish ideas you've ever heard of. And you're like, no, I can't believe that this is actually going to happen. An example is a TV store. Small. It's always a small LA business, just in a strip mall, pretty much. Sells TVs. He's like, I'm losing money on selling TVs. Nathan says, how about we use the price match guarantee at Best Buy against them? And he says, okay, how will that work? He's like, you have to sell a TV for $1. And if if people take that to Best Buy, we'll just buy 100 TVs and resell them. You'll be rich. But you have to actually sell a TV if you're going to do this.
Right.
He puts a live alligator in between the TV and the door so that customers have to choose if they're going to get. This is just an example. One episode off the wall, Nathan For You. And then through that, he comes up with this other show just recently released on HBO Max called The Rehearsal, where he hires real life actors to create scenarios with your life and try to help predict what's going to happen. And I give both of these shows easily a 3.9 each.
Wow.
Yes. I don't know where the sound is on
No,
these.
who knows?
0. That's it, though. Nathan, for
I
you.
think I've seen some clips of
Nathan for you. Jaw on the ground. Cringeworthy, like unbelievable. People that'll go the extreme. The Rehearsal on HBO Max. Both of these are shows by Nathan Fielder. Have you guys seen them?
I want to say I've seen some clips
I've
of the Nathan
seen
for You.
a couple episodes of each. I'm going to watch Nathan for You, probably. I couldn't get Steph to watch The Rehearsal. She hated it. So this is going to be a solo venture for myself.
All right, go
But
watch
Nathan
it.
for You
Report
is
back.
my
check it
type of
out.
humor.
I'm obsessed with it. Like, I'm totally obsessed.
Yes,
All right.
100%.
Andy, you're up, and then we'll let Scott chime in on this too.
All right, boom. Terminal List on Prime as well. Just watched this about a month ago. This is, wow, Chris Pratt. I heard really bad things about this at first, I feel like. But
Same.
I was like, I'm going to give Chris Pratt the credit he deserves. And I watched this, and I honestly loved it. I think I would go with like a 3.5 on this bad boy.
Wow.
Basically, he is a lieutenant commander in the Navy SEAL, and there's it's the immediate mission. It starts with a mission that goes south quickly, and basically once he gets home, there's kind of doubt as to what actually happened there and how he's remembering it. And the story kind of unravels from there. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah, don't spoil
this
it.
is a huge rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's all I could say. But that's all the first 20 minutes of the movie.
And
So
you said
it's-
3.5?
Yes.
And
I would say a 3.4.
and what'd you think?
It was great.
Yeah.
It's nonstop action.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was nonstop action.
Every episode, great cliffhanger, just kept you going the whole time.
for
where
real.
You just want to binge
all
it.
the way to the end.
And just
I haven't seen it.
twists and turns up until literally the last minute.
And
Right.
Chris Pratt kills it?
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
He
And then
doesn't-
the Guardians show up at the end. It's crazy.
Right. I was say, yeah. Even Rocket's in it. All right, the Terminal List on Prime Video. Definitely be checking it out. This one's from me. It's a Prime original again.
Wow.
A lot of Prime stuff coming
Prime,
in. This
doing
show
it.
is called Forever. It's Fred Armisen
Love it.
and Maya Rudolph.
Yes.
And, I mean, hilarious, obviously. And this show is not what you think. This show is a short 25-minute, one episode so far. I think like 8, 9 episodes, somewhere in that realm. 8 episodes maybe. And it's going to be an exploration of forever. It's about a couple living through their lives. Something crazy happens in the first episode, and you're like, okay, I think I know where this show's going, and you don't.
Oh.
I'm
Interesting.
really excited to share this one with you. I think everyone should really check this one out. It's definitely a 3.9. It's forever.
You are on fire today.
We've seen some good stuff lately. All right, tell us all about this one,
Oh,
Scotty
I gotta-
Scoop. The much anticipated DC movie, finally, maybe one that's successful.
League of Super Pets.
The League of Super Pets. I think I grabbed the one that's like in Spanish or something.
You absolutely did. DC Liga Super Pets.
Did you watch the Spanish one? That would be even
I don't.
funnier.
This is the.
See,
I like this.
You guys are
poster
just in
that-
Mexico, so I don't know.
I gave a couple minutes with it being a DC. Let's hear it.
Man, I took the kids, obviously.
Theaters?
And I took it to, it was the International Movie Day. Tickets
$3.
were only $3.
All worldwide.
Family, yeah, well,
Well,
at least here
nationwide.
in the States.
Okay.
Even though it's called International Movie Day.
And you
Took
get
the whole family of 5.
discounts on tickets.
$16.
$16 and
Man,
concessions.
concession. There was some cheaper concessions as well.
Okay.
Man, let me give you the rundown of people in this movie. We got
Let's do it.
The Rock as Crypto, Kevin Hart as Ace the Bat Dog, Keanu Reeves as Batman, John Krasinski as Superman. We got Kate McKinnon, Ben Schwartz, Vanessa Bayer, Natasha Lyonne, Mark Maron, Diego Luna, Jamila Jamil, Thomas Middleditch, Lena Headey, Keith David, Alfred Molina, Jermaine Clement, Busy Phillips, Dan Fogler, Olivia Wilde. Man, this was like a huge cast.
I feel like at the end there were like just 3 Cardinals players in there.
Everybody. Man, I had a real good time.
What'd you like?
I was really surprised that they made this a super fun movie.
What was fun about it?
And of course, The Rock and Kevin Hart
Yeah, just great talent.
riffing the whole time.
Okay.
You know, they made all these other animals that you've never seen before.
Yeah, other
all
heroes.
Super good characters.
Okay.
And of course, you know, you got Batman and Superman coming in, and
They're
stay through the whole movie. You've got your classic
End credit scene.
With
just one.
There was one right after, and then all the way at the end, there is a fabulous, one of the best post-credit scenes I've seen in a long time.
And what's the rating?
Rating, I'm going to give it a 3.7 if you have children.
And if you don't,
3.5.
and what does that mean? Like you're at home and you don't have kids and you're watching it, or
hey, this is a family fun movie.
it's really for kids. It's a lot for kids.
Your kids are going to have a great time. There's going to be some jokes for you in there as well.
Yeah.
And you will also laugh.
And if you're like a really old bitter person,
4.
oh, you good.
Yeah.
All right.
Bring your grandparents.
DC League of Super Pets. Andy, you hadn't seen it yet.
No, I'm waiting for this to drop on streaming, which I'm actually looking up
It
when
should
that
be
is
on
right now.
HBO Max, I would say, fairly soon.
Like it's got to be. This movie feels like it came out so long ago
Yeah.
already. All right. Cool. All right. Little round table. All right. Andy hasn't seen the last one.
Do you want me to leave? I'll leave.
No. All right.
Take your
even
headphones off.
No, it's okay. House of the Dragon. A new Game of Thrones is back.
It is so back
God, it is back.
with a vengeance.
Like it's back. It's back, and it's like it's not just back, but it's back.
It's good.
It's like not better, but like it's like different.
It's different,
It
but the
feels
same.
But the same.
You feel obviously in the same universe.
You're like here I am. I'm back in Westeros. Like there's Dragonstone, but like cleaner.
Yeah.
Like
everything looks newer.
King's Landing is like here again.
Yes.
You know, and like they're just doing these flyovers, and I'm just thinking about the finale of the old show and like
where everything's broken and burning and torn down and ruined.
I gave ourselves plenty of time for this one because I just wanted to help me catch up. I'm having a hard time with the names. I'm having a hard time with the what they said in Game of Thrones. Got to highlight, like, I mean, we read a few articles to kind of like say like what are some episodes you could watch of Game of Thrones to get you ready for this. And there's like a few guides out there.
Mm-hmm.
So quick Google. There's like, you know, a couple lists out there, 5-6 episodes that you should watch. I highly recommend it because it helped a lot. And there's scenes with like Joffrey, you know, explaining.
Yes. Spoilers.
Like
you watch some of these old episodes, and they could very well spoil what happens in this series.
And I mean, it's like I don't even want to do that for myself because I'm having a good time with like I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But here we are. There are 4 episodes. We've all seen 3 of them.
Yeah.
My bad.
And Andy, what happened? What happened yesterday?
Steph fell asleep while watching football, and I didn't want to watch without her.
It was because you ate too many snacks from GoPuff.
And this is what happened. Unfortunately, by the time she woke up and was like, "You want to watch it?" and I was like, "No, I'm tired."
Yeah, it's too late.
So it is your fault.
Kind of. It was like 10:30.
Well, the first 3 episodes. I mean, spoiler alert for the show. I mean, I don't know if you have to get into spoiler alert. Like, I want this to be more about like the show is in action. How many episodes are there going to be?
10.
So we know there will be 10. This is a classic Game of Thrones season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're going to have that great arc, 1 to 10. I mean, me and Carrie have been doing the countdown where it's like, it's Sunday, it's tonight. Like, I mean, it's got me to where I'm like, oh, when something's truly good and you're excited about it, that like drop time all of a sudden becomes important again. And like Sunday night becomes like this nerdy American thing where I'm like, yeah, I do just want to like be ready around 8:00 to watch this.
But it brings me back to the days of Lost.
Yes.
When I was like, oh my God, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
You know, I got my DVR set just in case I don't make it home, but I'm home.
I'll back up more.
I'm home.
Smallville, just counting down the days till it was Mondays, Tuesdays, then Wednesdays, putting the VCR in there to time to record my shows. And now all of us are just spoiled with binging. But when something's good and it's got a drop time, it seems like
it's must-see TV.
I'm playing ball.
Yeah, you're there.
Unless you got football, I guess.
Yeah, or fall asleep because you got too many
trust me.
fish.
No, going forward, these Sundays will be structured much better.
Yeah, you'll never forget now.
Yeah, I didn't like missing it. Now I'm behind, and I'll watch it tonight when we get home. But
All
then I
right.
won't be able to watch Below Deck tonight.
We got a Below Deck. Is it back? New
Jeez.
season?
Oh, it's on every week, no matter what.
Oh.
All right,
So-
we got a
nice.
minute and a half left. I'm gonna give Scotty the floor. Just tell us what you think of it so far, and what you think, like what you think about where it's going without being spoilery.
It's so fun, and it seems like they're really kind of fast tracking the timeline here, where they didn't do that in the original series. I think from the first episode to this episode, we've gone like 2 years at least. And man, super fun. I had like a pure moment of joy yesterday playing Dungeons and Dragons and driving home, and it was like 7:00. And then it dawned on me, House of the Dragon comes on. By the time I get home,
Dragons.
And you just
I'll
play
be ready to sit down and watch it.
And-
I've had an entire day of fantasy, role-playing, football, and now I get to sit down and watch some dragons.
Yeah, watching, and you were probably watching the Seattle. Are there any dragon teams in football?
No.
Not what? How is the dragon not a mascot?
It should be. You're really
Yeah.
right. You're really right.
So anyway, dragons.
It's like an
Seahawks.
XFL,
You had-
XFL team, I think. probably.
You had
Yeah,
dragons on drag. Is Shanna liking it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's almost you're feeling that initial, like I'm feeling a lot of that initial Game of Thrones confusion where I'm like, I'm gonna have to watch this
Just-
season 10 times.
When
Yeah.
you start the first season of the original, you're like, what? What was that guy's name?
Yeah.
Where are we? And then by the middle of the season, you're like, oh, the boom, 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 Hightower, oh, this guy, everybody, you know them all.
So maybe like a watch party for the finale is like something that's gonna happen with a show like this.
Come on
Yeah.
over.
Just
Get in the theater.
Come over. We'll play some Golden Tea. We'll shoot some darts.
You got Golden Tea in there now.
I got Golden
God.
Tea now.
Oh man, moving on up. All right, House of the Dragon, Sunday nights on HBO Max. You can bet your ass we'll be talking about it just like that. And with that, we're gonna go into an MCU title, another round table. Spoiler alert. Are we all caught up?
I'm caught up.
Yep.
For sure, yeah.
She-Hulk,
Yes.
4 episodes down, 2 to go. The show is here. It finally happened. How long ago you saw that title at 2019 Comic-Con? You were like, what's the show going to be? It's here. Tatiana Maslany is She-Hulk. Quick recap for the first 4 episodes. I mean, she becomes a Hulk basically in a moment, riding
Yeah.
with her cousin Bruce.
First
down the
5 minutes
highway,
of the show.
First 5 minutes of the show. Apparently, originally was going to be like the second to last episode of the show, or like the last episode of the show, apparently.
That would have been terrible.
there's this. Yeah. That's no.
Yeah,
There's
Rex
a strange spaceship.
a spaceship that resembles the orgy spaceship
it's definitely a spaceship
from Sakaar.
From Sakaar.
It's a
yes.
Sakarian vessel.
Yeah, Sakarian
Wrecks him off.
Class 4 cruiser.
Bruce and Jennifer wreck the car. Blood goes in her hand. She becomes She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
But I guess without any of the baggage. She doesn't have an alter ego.
Nope.
She doesn't lose any consciousness. She's just
She can
herself.
control it.
And she's like better at balance. She's better at strength. She's just a little bit better in every way. Just a very much
Yep.
a next generation story. But a lot of smart Hulk in this first episode, and even quite a bit in the second episode. I mean, can we talk about what the Hulk that happened with him in the second episode, where he's like on the phone with her,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and like
He's
again,
in-
spoiler
Spoiler
alert,
alert.
because we got 2.5 minutes here. Go
Yeah.
ahead,
But in the Sakarian cruiser,
Sakarian cruiser,
headed back to Sakaar.
no
He-
explanation of what's going on.
just in a spaceship heading into space at like hyperspeed.
Yeah. They've come for him for some reason.
Abomination.
Abomination.
The guy from the Edward
Tim
Norton
Tim
film,
Roth.
Tim Roth.
Yeah.
Like
Emil Blonsky.
in the show, like fourth wall joke for all of us fans from Bruce Banner of, I was a different person. I
Yeah,
changed into
I
a
was
different,
a different
person,
person.
or whatever he
That
says. I
was-
literally changed into a different person. Like it worked in 70 levels. Wongers.
Wongers.
Longers.
Madison.
Madison.
What do you guys think?
I don't know. I
I mean,
love the
hey.
show. I mean, it's exactly like this is the show I want to see ongoing forever because
Yeah.
it could just do that. They
Just
don't
many
need
things.
to. Yeah, it's just like it's like a sitcom. Like it just needs to keep going. They could have 0 MCU references or 10 per episode, and
10.
it would still be good. I think.
Oh, we're getting this show.
This is it.
This is it.
It's just you're on the street. A lot of office job jokes.
Super fun. This is straight sitcom.
Megan the Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
What was that?
I was really upset though.
was
I
great.
saw
It took up the whole episode.
I saw
yeah.
headlines like that week that were saying this end credit scene is gonna like break the MCU, and I was like,
MCU.
this is what it was.
It was her twerking.
Yeah.
It was She-Hulk twerking.
I was like, no, why?
Hey, that second episode.
That's great.
Why not?
Hey, that second episode.
I mean, it was great. She's a great twerker.
that second episode where they brought in Wong and like Abomination's back and all of. I was like, this is top tier right now.
for real.
And then it was like the next two. I was like, if I didn't ever watch these episodes, I'd never be upset. It'd be okay.
Really?
They were fine.
Man, this
But
last
I'm
one
not
was
shitting.
fantastic.
I'm not shitting on it. I really don't want to say like I'm shitting on it because like I understand like it's a tone, you know, and I am like along for the ride. I'm very curious to see what these last two will be. These last two episodes.
2?
There's more than that.
How many are there?
we
I
got
keep
like
saying
9.
6. You,
There's
you,
9.
you called me on this the other day. You're right.
I think we've got 8 or 9.
I keep thinking it's 6.
Yeah.
So it's 8 or 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
See, with
we're
that in
going- it's
mind,
longer.
with that in mind, it's like, oh, okay,
We
yeah,
got-
we're doing just fine.
Yeah.
they released a kind of a semi like look ahead this last week, so you can see what's
Coming up.
what's
on
coming up.
She-Hulk.
And I don't want to spoil anything because it's big, but
I mean,
Yeah, see, I don't need to see that.
yeah,
I'll
and I
just
know
watch.
you don't watch that, so I'm not saying anything. But it's
we've
gonna
gotten
get
so much just in
it's
4
gonna get
episodes.
Yeah.
wild.
Okay, I'm excited.
Madison.
She-Hulk, Madison with a Y. And
Start-
it's not where
start-
you think it is.
Start the rumor mill. She was in another dimension. Mephisto?
Mephisto. Back to the WandaVision days.
She was talking about the
She
devil,
came,
right? Yeah.
She came out of this dimension into Wong's place with a heart in her hand,
And she seems to make it through.
and she made a deal with someone to get back to her dimension.
And it's like almost like if you're not going to pay attention to her, you're going to miss some stuff.
Yep.
It's not where you think it is.
Not where you think it is.
She-Hulk, Disney Plus, can't wait. All right, guys, good Whatchu Watchin. Round table, solid.
I have a quick announcement.
Please
Danny Patron is watching.
get out of
He
here.
sent me a picture
Dan.
of a nice picture-in-picture of him watching football with us on his iPad.
So he's watching us live right now.
And I'm like, Dan, I think that should be switched, but
Why
that's
hasn't
fine.
he called yet?
Yeah, Dan, if you're listening, call in 754 call log.
Yeah,
right now.
754 call. And what are you waiting for? Hey, actually, this is it. If you came here and you've been waiting, and you're like, you said in the title of your video it was going to be a D23 Expo discussion roundtable. Guess what? It's almost finally time. So you've been sticking around this long. I hope you've enjoyed the first half, the first leg of Mostly Superheroes. Stick around. We're going to take a break. D23, a little bit of Disney Plus Day, huge announcements out of Marvel Studios, Lucasfilms, and more. Stick around. We'll be right back after the break. Live.
The meat.
Welcome back from the break. This is Mostly Superheroes. Back here again in St. Louis, Missouri, in the basement studio with all the upgrades happening. Really great visuals on the screen. 4K video for you guys at home, streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And we put out the call log, the 754-225-5564.
Log.
Man, I'm really glad I got that. I was like, do I remember it? And we said to give us a call, and an old friend gave us a call, Mr. Danny Patron himself.
Hello
there.
Dare you show your face around here, you old bastard.
Hello there.
I gotta do my Obi-Wan debut intro every time.
Hello there.
Hello there. And we're going to be covering some Star Wars. Danny, you just moved to Texas. How's the big-ass state?
It's very big. That's why I keep myself in Dallas. It is hot, but, you know, between football starting back up and cold beer, I am managing.
Attaboy.
Attaboy. And just like that, with technology, you know, one of the oldest technologies, really. I don't know how long phones have been around, but this is just a regular old phone. We got you here back in the studio, a 4-seat to help us break down the meat. We're doing it totally different today, diving right into D23 Expo. This happens to be around the 100th anniversary of Disney, I guess.
Yeah.
A company that's doing just fine.
Doing all right.
Just grabbing up all the great stories nowadays. And this is a time for Marvel Studios, Lucasfilms, and many other folks to do some really big announcements in terms of titles of TV shows and movies that are out there.
Yeah.
Did a full recap. As Scotty said, the Scoop has taken over the meat today.
Scooping it.
You brought the notepad. I got some slides.
notes.
We got Danny for as long as whatever's in his oven.
Yeah, what are you
Pizza
making?
rolls?
What are you making, Dan?
Got a little pork chop, some French fries, and some green beans.
Wow.
Trying to
Nice.
be
Doing the one
somewhat
tray.
healthy.
Sounds like you made it to a Texas grocery store. We have to highlight Deadline for giving us a great article today. We're going to be pretty much using it to feature all of the meat today. Patrick Hypes, Eric Peterson over there. Go check out Deadline from this great article on September 10th, giving us a full breakdown of everything that came out of the D23 Expo. How often do we just get to come in here and kind of nerd about mini titles?
Yes.
It's time.
Talk about it all.
You guys want to just dive right in?
Let's go.
All right, we're going to run down the list. We're going to start with the smaller stuff. We're going to work our way to the big stuff. First up, out of 20th Century Studio, Fox, a big sequel, 12 years in the making, is finally going to be making its way to theaters in the near future. Avatar. Who remembers Avatar?
I do.
James Cameron. The sequel's called The Way of Water. At D23, apparently the crowd was treated to a load of footage from James Cameron's long-in-the-works sequel to one of the highest-grossing films of all time. Got an image here from Variety. Holy cow, this movie's coming back. Scotty, what do you think?
I'm excited. If they told me that they were going to put the first Avatar back in theaters, I would go see it.
Yeah, I mean,
it is a great experience.
I think I heard they're going to do this.
I think
Yeah.
they are. Yeah.
I mean, of course, right? They're going to do the
For
money
sure.
grab. You're excited, Andy?
Yeah, I'm down. I'll see this in 3D. I haven't seen a 3D movie in a long time, but I remember that one just being kind of just like jaw dropping.
quintessential, I
Yeah.
would say.
I mean, Sigourney Weaver. I mean, I guess I can't remember what happened with her character. I think maybe she died in the first one. I can't remember.
I think they transferred her into the body of an
Oh,
Avatar.
she
Yeah,
made
at
it,
the
so
very end.
So she'll be around again.
Yeah.
And Danny, is Avatar the sequel? Is it getting you jazzed?
Oh yeah, I think Scott and I talked about this on the one episode. Like, I'm really pumped for this. I think it's been a good amount of time to where we didn't get these things like constantly, to where you're like kind of over it.
Fatigue.
And yeah, as far as the 3D, like, this started the whole trend. Now, I didn't love the trend outside of this for a lot of movies because it just made the tickets more expensive and you had to wear those glasses. But for this movie, that was an experience.
Yeah, I remember when Transformers
So
started doing 3D, and I remember walking out of the theater one time, and I just thought, I'm mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, when Alice in Wonderland did 3D with Johnny Depp, I was like, why?
Great point.
Yeah, why does a 5-year-old need to feel like he took acid today?
Right. Yeah.
All right, next up, going down to Disney Plus. We're in the movies world right now. A big sequel, another big sequel, Hocus Pocus 2. You've been asking for it, so you're gonna get it. I don't know who you are, but you're finally getting your big wish. And this movie's gonna happen September 30th. It's a sequel that premieres exclusively on Disney Plus. So this is almost like it's kind of like the new straight to DVD.
Man, I think probably every female in my life is amped for this movie.
Just can't believe it.
Not me. I am not a fan of the original.
I liked the original. It was that like kind of nostalgic. Like I was young. I was a kid, when it kind of came out. So like here we are again. I'm not like I didn't need this again. But hey, Andy, what do you think?
I'm not. This is not the D23 I'm here for. This page. No,
I'm with Scott.
Hocus Pocus.
I'm with Scott. If you have a friend that's posted about pumpkin spice, they're probably also posting about Hocus Pocus 2.
Yes. If any of the females in your life have already dived into fall, then they want Hocus Pocus 2 in their life.
That's why it comes out September and not even October. They're not even waiting.
No.
Just
They're
the day
getting it out.
Just the day before.
Pumpkins on the porch already.
Another straight to Disney Plus sequel, Disenchanted. I loved the Enchanted film with Amy Adams, Patrick Dempsey. Like, you talk about a musical, like funny, just kind of like can poke fun at itself type genre, but definitely tying in that Disney princess world. I mean, here we go. We're going to get a sequel, Disenchanted. If you've been waiting for it, it's getting ready to happen. Peter Pan and Wendy also coming to Disney Plus in 2023. I mean, that's a movie. I thought for a second it was going to be a TV show. This is a straight to Disney Plus movie. I mean, I'm sure I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, anything Peter Pan was always pretty good.
Might be good.
Remember the cartoon?
Hook. Yeah.
Hook.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hook.
And we love Peter Pan stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, television on Disney Plus. We also have American Born Chinese, a first look at the original series from Disney Plus branded television, 20th television to be released in 2023. Anybody know what that is?
Nope.
Big Shot, season 2.
Nope.
Iwaju, a new original long form series created in collaboration with What's it say?
With Pan-African comic book entertainment company Kugali.
Will stream in 2023. Kugali filmmakers Olufikayo Ziki Adola, Hamid Ibrahim, and Tulu Alawofo Kayiku.
Ah,
I
hey,
think
Yiku?
you did all right there. Yeah, that was good.
Yiku
Yep.
introduced the setting of the series, a love letter to Lagos, Nigeria. I mean, this sounds really interesting. And then the Muppets Mayhem. Any Muppets fans?
Oh boy,
Scott.
That could
way back.
That could be entertaining.
Oh my God, Muppet Show, one of my favorite shows of all time. I love it.
I have a feeling Danny loves the Muppets.
I do. The first remake with Jason Segel was, pretty good. I thought it really kind of brought you back into it.
For
but,
sure.
But we'll see. The Muppets lately can be hit or miss. When
Yes,
they did their
for sure.
office style show on ABC, I wasn't really feeling that.
Yeah, that
so
wasn't great.
the Haunted Mansion thing didn't really do it for me last year or 2 years ago, whatever that was. So, they got to bring back Rizzo the Rat. He was
Oh,
my
for
favorite.
sure.
So-
Pepe, the King Prawn,
Yeah.
everybody. Gonzo.
Original
Get it.
cast.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, television on Disney Plus, National Treasure, Edge of History.
Here we go.
Any National Treasure fans?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Is Nick Cage in this?
No.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope, it's just a
That we know of.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, right. There's going to be a special appearance.
He'll come in the season finale.
Okay.
I mean, I don't feel like Nick Cage is hard to get.
No.
Like, I feel if you make the call, he's going to show up.
You are correct.
I think the ultimate question is anybody here going to watch this
I will watch it for sure.
with your kids?
I'll give it a shot.
Danny's going to watch it on his own.
I don't know that my kids care about National Treasure. They're too young.
I mean, those movies aren't that old.
My kids aren't old.
All right, Prom Pact. First look at a new movie from Disney.
Nope.
The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, Season 2, coming in February.
I don't.
I
Think
remember Proud Family.
I haven't watched the new iteration of Proud Family.
I vaguely remember Proud Family.
Yeah. Like Disney is like on like TGIF maybe or something. I don't know. I could be way off on that.
Okay, how about the Santa Clauses?
This could be interesting. Tim Allen. They got Tim Allen.
First look teaser released from the original series starring Tim Allen. He's back from Disney branded television, 20th television. It debuts November 16th. This is a TV show. Kris Kringle is back, but it's Tim Allen. I'm a personal fan of really all three of the Santa Claus films. I think they're all fine. The first one, obviously, just the best.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know that I saw the second one.
Yeah, and then the third one, Martin Short, he's like Jack Frost. It gets real wacky.
Yeah, you know what? I think I've seen that one for sure.
You guys gonna watch it?
Yeah, probably. My kids will be interested. In
Tis
that
the season.
Are you gonna watch it with Steph?
Maybe Christmas time.
Danny, are you a Tim Allen Santa Claus guy?
The first one's a classic. The other one, I probably haven't seen but one. But, I'll give it a shot.
All right, next up, TV show Disney Plus, Win or Lose, Pixar's first ever long-form series announced. Will Forte is joining the cast. I mean, Will Forte.
Yeah,
Like
big
that.
fan.
I think that's all I need right there. That's coming fall 2023. Anybody even know what that is?
Nope.
Zootopia Plus, a new trailer for the short film. Looks like it's coming on Disney Plus November 9th. Zootopia, your kids like that?
Yeah, that was a great movie.
You guys, I didn't
I've
watch
seen
that.
that,
I
yeah.
didn't see that one.
I saw that in
That's the one with the
theaters.
sloth.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone
Yep.
loves that sloth scene.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing I remember from it.
Yeah.
And Jason Bateman is the voice in that one.
I do believe so. Yeah. Of the
Yeah,
Fox.
he's
All right,
good.
here's some fun stuff. Television, Disney Plus category, new unscripted holiday specials. Best in Show, hosted
Best
by
in Snow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Best in Snow, hosted by Titus Burgess. He was from the unbelievably talented Kimmy Schmidt show.
Yeah, something like
something
that.
like that title with
That was a great show.
with the redhead Aaron from The Office.
Mm.
So funny, great show. Pentatonics, they got a special coming around the world for the holidays, and then the Hip Hop Nutcracker. So, hey, you people that have been missing the holiday musical specials, like they're back.
Disney's got them.
Here we go. All right, next up. The Disney Channel is still a thing.
Amazingly.
Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Scotty, you know this.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's
This is a TV show, obviously. Disney
this
Channel.
is going to be a kids cartoon, of course.
Animated series.
Looks a lot like Teen Titans, the newest iteration of Teen Titans.
And they released a trailer for this at D23.
Looks pretty fun.
Under Wraps 2? This is, oh my gosh. I remember seeing the trailer for this on like Disney Plus, the Under Wraps. It was like literally a story about a mummy.
Oh, okay.
And just like a mummy and like kids. And like it was the cheesy, very much for kids. Disney Junior. Star Wars, Young Jedi Adventures, Danny.
You know,
If anyone
I'm gonna
loves
have to-
kids and
I'm gonna
Star
have to pass
Wars,
on that one. Like, I hope one day to watch that show with my own little young Jedi, but
There
I
you go.
can't be
Your
watching that by
youngling.
myself. That might be too much.
I don't like kids in Star Wars, not much Star Wars for kids.
It's like the Lego Star Wars stuff. It's for somebody, but not me. And that's okay.
And that's coming in 2023 on the Disney Channel. All right, staying in the same vein, Danny, get excited. We're moving into movies for Lucasfilm. How about this one? Indiana Jones 5. A trailer was shown to the crowd for the 5th installment of the lucrative 41-year-old franchise. Star Harrison Ford addresses the room and also revealed that this will be his last time playing America's favorite archaeologist. I'm done, he said. I will not fall down for you again.
Oh man.
Who's excited for this?
oh man, so excited.
What are you most excited about?
To see how it ends.
This is
You
it.
know, how are they going to let him ride off into the sunset?
What happens to Indiana Jones at the end?
Right. Can they ever go back? Will they ever recast Indiana Jones?
Danny, are you a fan?
Yeah, I mean, I hope they redeem the last movie a little bit. You know, Mutt Jones wasn't doing it for me. I like Shia LaBeouf, but that just didn't work, I don't think, and I don't think many people would disagree. So hopefully it does right by Harrison Ford. You know, this is one of the properties he actually likes being a part of. So when he says he's done, you know that like he's just getting old and probably doesn't want to do anything. You know, Star Wars has long been off the table, but he's coming back for this, and you know it's probably the right time for him to be done. He's not a young man, so wish him the best.
And Andy, Steph, you guys going to be doing this?
I haven't seen an Indiana Jones movie in like probably
Dun,
15 years.
Dun, dun, dun.
You
But-
didn't watch Crystal Skull, huh?
No, I had not. I had not. But I mean, if you guys like them, I might give it a chance.
It's time
but
for a
It's just
rewatch.
it's not anything I really got into.
All right, what about this one? Willow. Anyone know about this?
Oh, I'm so in for Willow.
All right, Scotty, just read this for us and tell us about Willow.
A new trailer for the reimagining of the 1988 fantasy classic was shown, and Christian Slater was revealed as a cast member. He joins an ensemble that includes Warwick Davis, Willow, Joanne Whalley, Ruby Cruz, Aaron Kellyman, Ellie Bamber, Dempsey Burke, Amar Chadha Patel, and Tony Revolori.
And what's Willow?
Willow is a fantasy. He was kind of an unlikely hero. Everybody knows Warwick Davis, very famous. Done so many movies, but you know he's a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it was just a classic fantasy. No, I mean, I would call it a cult classic.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not familiar at
Yeah.
all. And
Oh.
Danny, what do you know about this?
Dan knows.
I mean, I got to track my head a little bit. If I remember, Warwick Davis has some sort of wand. There's like a little baby that they got to get somewhere. There's like, I think, an evil queen or something that's trying to get the baby. And then is it Val Kilmer
Val
that plays
Kilmer, Mad
the
Mardigan,
Guardian? Yeah, plays the Guardian. Kind of like
a
Warwick
very
Davis has
roguish
has some.
type.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's who you would think would be the hero, but
Yeah.
it turns out it's Warwick Davis, and you know he's very young in that first movie too, because he first played. Pretty sure he was. Oh my gosh, the main Ewok in Return of
Yeah.
the Jedi. I can't think of his name right now, but
Yup.
he was just like, yeah.
Wow.
He was
Wow.
he was just a kid when he did that.
Yeah.
And then
If the real nerds aren't here yet, they need to show up. All right, and this is Lucasfilm, and it's hard for me not to bring up Lucasfilm without saying who here has not seen Light and Magic about Industrial Light and Magic on Disney Plus?
I have not watched it, and I will remedy that this week.
I have not seen that either.
Danny,
I haven't watched it. I need to.
guys,
I've just seen so much of that over these years that like I'm gonna be watching and be like, what's new?
yeah,
What did
well, you
add?
know what? And that's what I need you to do. That's what I need you to do. I need you to watch it and tell us all what was actually special about it. But here's the problem: it's 6 parts. I mean, you got to watch. It's 6 episodes.
Hour.
But I mean, I loved it because, like, for me, I hadn't seen a lot of it like Danny. So for me, it was a lot of just like, oh, damn, I didn't realize that, like Photoshop like came out of these folks.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And anyway, just to think about Industrial Light and Magic at that time, the things they did at that time, and now they're doing it all on the level they're doing now. Indiana Jones 5, Willow are sure not to disappoint, and they're also doing the TV world, as we know. Man alive, Danny, this is your time right now. Here we go. Let's talk about the first one. Series coming. The final trailer for Andor, Disney Plus series starring Diego Luna, was released. The drama premieres September 21st on Disney Plus. Danny, talk to us about Andor.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. I mean, this is my, She-Hulk's great. I heard you guys talk about it earlier, and I love it. And this is kind of the next thing that I'm excited for. I'm curious to see, there's clearly some time jumping that goes on just based on the age of some of the characters. So, this is supposed to lead up right into Rogue One. And so just kind of learning more about Caspian and his journey and how he got to the like really kind of jagged rogue that you meet at the beginning, like almost a violent jagged rogue, like, definitely willing to make some sacrifices of people and situations in order to accomplish the goal. So what made him like that, I think would be interesting, because we definitely jump in Rogue One a good ways into his story as a character.
Nice. Fair share. Great take. Scotty, you excited for this one?
Super excited. I think Rogue One might be one of my favorite Star Wars movies.
I mean, it's up there.
I am so in for this. I know Cassian Andor is one of the characters in that movie that I really attached myself to, and was really sad at the end when I knew I wasn't going to get any more. And for them to come in and be like, hey, we're going to give you some prequel stuff. And I'm like, yes.
They're like, hey,
please.
Scott, listen, we know that you were upset, but what if we told you he's not gone?
We're coming back.
They did it for you, Andy.
I mean, I'm pumped. I like that movie as well. Definitely my upper tier of Star Wars movies. And I'm excited for this to come out. Just give me a little appetizer for Mandalorian whenever that comes out, which we'll get to in
right now.
Let's
not even mess around. They dropped a trailer, season 3, The Mandalorian. I mean, I watched it. I'm watching these trailers.
Yeah,
it's
a good move.
Here's the thing: you always watch the first one, obviously.
Got to.
You always do.
Got to dip your toes in.
Man, I am pumped.
This is the way.
This is the way. Grogu is back. Mandalore, the Darksaber, the Force. Like, everything is coming to a head, and thank goodness we had, Mandalorian season 2.5 during the Book of Boba Fett, and I'm so excited. The trailer came out. Danny, you saw the trailer. Talk to us about what you thought.
Dandalorian.
Nice.
I mean, Baby Yoda's back with the Mandalorian. That's what we want to see. They're in an episode 1 fighter flying around doing their stuff. We got was it Bo-Katan?
Bo-Katan, yeah.
And, looks like she's sitting on some sort of throne. Is she on Mandalore and, on the throne of the Mandalorian Empire? We know in the footage you see him tell him, hey, you're not a Mandalorian anymore because you took your helmet off. So what's his journey? Is he going to go on a redemption journey? Is he going to join these rogue factions that aren't as strict about it? Like, who does he become? And what's that kind of father-son character arc for him and Grogu? I'm pumped. Can't wait.
Giggler, what'd you think?
It felt like this trailer was just like all the great parts of like the other seasons, just like put in a blender and just chopped up and made into this a beautiful thing.
Yeah, like
honestly,
sauce.
Yeah,
yeah. You guys thought we were just gonna separate these two, and you weren't gonna get them back together for years, and it was gonna be like, oh, it might be. Oh no, we're back.
Yep, the band is back together.
They're bringing it to the forefront, and it just looks so good.
All the breadcrumbs that we saw that where this is leading to, I think this season is gonna be a treat.
Just that, that can't even do the whistle. Just like doing like just the feel, again, like thinking about how they made Star Wars all those years ago and like what they're doing today in 2022, that first season of The Mandalorian and the way that it felt to see like how real it actually looked. I'm just so pumped for a third season of
For
this.
sure.
All right, why don't we talk about Star Wars: The Bad Batch real quick? Season 2 is coming back. Danny, did you watch this one? Looks like it's coming out January 4th. Or actually, no, it was pushed from the September to January 4th.
Yep. Watched the first season. Scott, I think you did too, right?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. It definitely, if you like the Clone Wars, you're definitely gonna like this show. Same animation style, good story. There's definitely some questions up in the air. What happens to these characters? Who is this, female clone, and what's she all about? What's her potential? That's kind of one of the big mysteries and arcs, especially going into the second season. And so, this is a good filler. I definitely like the live action stuff more, but the reality is with Dave Filoni in charge, if you're not watching this, you're probably missing out on some stuff because he's going to bring all these characters into live action. He did Ahsoka and everybody else. So I'm excited, not as much as like Andor or Mandalorian, but trailer looked good.
What about the animated anthology series coming out on October 26th, Tales of the Jedi?
So you got stories about Ahsoka becoming a Jedi, it looked like, how they find her. And then what I think is even more interesting is you got, based on the trailer, you got Dooku's like origin story, and Qui-Gon's in there as his apprentice. And so that was something when I saw that, I'm like, okay, you got me. Like, I want to see this. This is something we've not really heard about outside of like some books. And so definitely to see like what's the canon story of their relationship.
Maybe they'll sneak in Grogu's origin story, just the initial days of his life.
I think we might get that in The Mandalorian at some point.
I think you're right. We're going to get a major flashback to the early days. All right, plenty coming out of Lucasfilms. Anything else that we missed? Star Wars Town before we move on to the meat of the meat, the MCU?
I think we got it all.
Danny, do we have to let you go? Are you still with us?
Are you on
like, what's
fire?
going on with
Yeah.
your dinner?
I pulled it out. We're good. I can keep going.
Yeah, you just munch and talk now.
Dan has pulled out, everyone.
All right, guys, let's get into some real fun stuff. We covered some big titles. Scotty, you got your notebook. Are we missing any others before we get into MCU Town that you want to cover that's outside of that?
I don't really think so. The only thing I see here is they've got a Mufasa movie.
Oh yeah,
coming.
you know what? I think I lost my slide here. I had a who's behind that one? I had a whole slide for that one.
I mean, just Disney, I think.
Yeah, you got Mufasa, the Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid live action.
Yeah, give it to me. Anything else?
We've got Pixar.
Inside Out 2.
Yeah, Inside Out 2.
Absolutely.
They've got some Elemental movie.
Yeah, The Water and the Fire.
Yeah, Elio. This new movie called Strange World.
Yep.
A movie called Wish. That's all I got.
I mean, you guys, anybody getting like weird jazz for this Mufasa movie? The Lion King Mufasa, a sequel that's a prequel, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be everything you think. Mufasa and Scar before the Scar.
James Earl Jones
Again?
If he's not there, I'm probably not there.
Wait, is this animated or live?
Well, it's
no idea.
No, it's gonna be live action.
I mean, quote unquote.
At this
live
point, they would just say like, that's how we make the movie now. I don't know if they call it even like live action CGI or if it's just like,
right?
Are they really going to fully animate this in a way that's like something like What If or something? No, it's going to be these lions that look like lions, I assume.
Yeah, I thought they made a comment that they're bringing back like the animation team from that last Lion King remake.
Okay.
So I think you can assume pretty safely that that's how it's going to be.
Yeah, it's not going to be like Lion King 1.5 where they had the Timon and Pumbaa story.
I'll be skipping this one as well.
Or like the Lion King 2, Nala's story,
Simba's Revenge.
They should do a revenge story for the bird.
Yeah, there you go. Zazu's Revenge.
Zazu's Revenge. All right, you guys ready to get into Marvel Town?
Let's go.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe. Woo! 35 plus titles, TV shows. We're in the fourth phase. Phase 5 and 6 have been totally announced just recently, earlier this year in 2022, and now D23 is here to pile on.
Yes.
Right? I mean, stuff that we hadn't heard about
more.
yet. We got a title, we got titles that we've been looking at the schedule. Let's get into the television titles for Marvel Studios, the MCU. Let's just get right into these one by one. Ironheart. Shakira Barrera joins the cast of the Disney Plus series starring Dominique Thorne as Riri Williams. Premiere date is TBA. Ironheart, that's going to be Don Cheadle,
No,
right?
no.
Or is that's Armor
That's
Wars.
Armor Wars.
See, that's where I get mixed up. Is like these stories are going to collide at some
There's
point.
going
Right?
to be a lot of
Like, that's Iron
intertwining
Man- that's-
happening on.
All right, so Ironheart is a different one. This is a new character. Shakira Barrera is going to play this new character, Dominique Thorne. I'm sorry, Riri Williams. I don't know anything about Ironheart. Scotty.
Ironheart, basically, we're going to get Ironheart in Wakanda forever.
Okay.
She's in the
This
trailer.
this is going to be the launching point.
Okay.
And then some other news you don't have up there. Anthony Ramos has joined the cast of Ironheart as the Hood,
Yes.
which one of my favorite villains, and I'm excited to see how they bring him to life.
Hell yeah, and we don't know the premiere date for this one yet.
I'm saying spring.
Okay.
Probably right after Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that.
Looks like there's I like the call for it. We'll remember. Looks like there's a trailer coming in 2023 for another title called Secret Invasion.
No, that's out.
So they dropped the trailer.
They dropped the trailer.
I haven't seen it.
Oh no!
Oh, you should watch that.
Is it
we-
out? Is it out for
we
the
need-
public?
Yes, we need to stop what we're doing right here
And just
stop the
find it?
presses, folks.
I mean,
And you need to watch this trailer.
is it really that good?
It's good.
Lots. of
I'll look
Samuel
it
L.
up.
Jackson, man.
Samuel L.
All right, let's give a spoiler alert for it right
the
now. The
wazoo.
fans know that I'll watch this. Break it open. This is spoiler alert. What happens? As you
so-
saw it. Don't worry about me not seeing it. Just get
Okay.
into it.
So we've got Samuel L. Jackson being called out right away by what's her name?
Colby Smulders.
Colby Smulders.
His right hand.
Yeah.
Hill.
Hill. Maria Hill.
Amanda.
Correct.
There we go. Thank
Maria
you.
Hill.
Maria Hill. Basically calling him out. Like, hey, we've been calling you, and you have been off planet for years, and you finally answered the phone for this. Why? And we get Talos in this trailer.
Talos from the
From
shapeshifter,
Shapeshifter,
the
Skrull.
scroll from
And-
Captain Marvel
From Captain Marvel.
and from Spider-Man Far From
Yes,
Home.
And there is there's something going on.
Okay,
There's Skrulls.
you see him.
I don't remember.
A little bit. Don,
Yeah,
just
not-
a
Nick
little
Fury-
bit.
What'd you see, Danny?
Nick Fury's sitting with Don Cheadle's character at one point, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Your guards, how well do you know them all?"
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Don Cheadle's, in some kind of high-ranking position where he's got these guards following him. Amelia Clark pops up
Yeah.
as a new addition to the MCU. I haven't read anything to figure out who she is yet, but Khaleesi herself will be joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it looks kind of like a spy thriller almost
Oh,
from
for
like
sure.
who can you trust?
Oh man.
Yeah, we got what's her name? Played the Queen in The Crown. I can't remember her name.
Okay.
Um,
Crown fans get excited.
yeah, but man, this
Anything else in the trailer?
looks dope.
I mean, I didn't even see it.
I mean, we're only talking like minute.
Is it
This is a teaser.
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 Secret Invasion.
Like a minute 20, maybe.
TV show.
TV show.
It's gonna be good though.
All right, let's get into Armor Wars. Don Cheadle reprises his role as Colonel James Rhodes in a standalone series that will show the character in a whole new light. Premiere date is TBA. So, if you don't know, this is
Yeah.
Iron Man's right-hand man, potentially almost like a new Iron Man, maybe. That's one thing that they haven't really talked about is like, is there going to be a void for this Iron Man role? But Don Cheadle's character has been through so much as James Rhodes, so many films at this point. I mean, Don Cheadle coming in as a total recast.
Yeah.
Man, you think, what's his
One
name?
of the few recasts.
What happened in Iron Man 1? Who was it?
Oh my God, what was his name? Poor guy. A really
The guy
unfortunate.
from Indian Empire.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
I'm blanking.
Terrence?
Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
Jake's. Yes.
And, he's just like, God. He's like, I was that close. But, I mean, this character's been through a lot. I mean, he's paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be an interesting story. All right, Loki Season 2. They released the cast of the Disney Plus series. Got Tom Hiddleston coming back, Owen Wilson, Sophia DiMartino coming back as Sylvie.
Sylvie.
Yeah.
Production's underway, but the premiere date is TBA. Very exciting. Just thinking
Yes.
about a movie like Ant-Man
More
and
Kang.
the Wasp: Quantumania coming up here in early February 2023. You're gonna have this show just a few months later.
You're
Yes.
gonna have so much Kang. And that is exactly what we need.
Oh, yeah.
God.
This is a
Get some Kang.
top tier excitement right here.
Just think where that season left off and where this is going to be.
Just take
I
me
can't
back.
wait.
Take me back.
That's one to rewatch
Yeah.
ASAP because that especially before
Quantumania.
Before Quantumania. Oh my God.
All right, so we had also the show Echo, cast members Alakwa Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, Devery Jacobs, Graham Greene, Cody Lightning, and Chask Spencer hosted a special look at the upcoming series that also stars Tantu Cardinal and Zahn McLaren. Premiere date is TBA. Scott, talk to us about Echo. What are we going to see?
Echo, we're going to see Kingpin back for sure.
Probably some Daredevil.
I think we're going to get Daredevil, absolutely.
They were confirmed, I think, in this show.
Yeah.
I remember an episode of Mostly Superheroes I listened to one time. I learned that.
I'm excited to dive back into that universe.
Yes.
And see what happened, after one of the greatest TV shows that Disney Plus has to offer. Hawkeye.
Here we go.
I mean, it's still your favorite?
Man, it's up there.
What's competing for the spots now? Especially looking at this list. This is future now that you're looking at.
Right now, She-Hulk is edging in.
Wow.
I really love She-Hulk.
You're into it.
I am so
You're a
into
big
it.
fan.
I've got a whole bunch of the comic runs.
Okay.
It is so fun. I love the fourth wall breaks. It's good.
Marvel's knocking it out though.
Yeah,
for me. They're filling in the gaps and
for sure.
No,
I really love the diversity of the shows. You get the serious, you get the wacky, you get the, in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
You get the thrillers, you get the funny.
What are we going to get in Echo? What kind of feel is it
this is going to be serious.
Yeah.
This is going to be ground level.
Harder pass.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This is going to be harder edge.
All right. Danny, are you excited for Daredevil Born Again?
Absolutely. Now, they have said that this is not the same Daredevil from the Netflix series.
This is not season 4. This is season 1.
Season 1.
Yep.
Reboot.
Yep.
That's
season 1.
fine.
So curious to see where they go. I mean, I love Charlie Cox as Daredevil. I thought he was awesome. Everything about that show, I just hope they keep bringing him back. I want the Punisher to come back. We can skip Iron Fist. If you can do Luke Cage's villains well, then bring them back. You had a good one, then you killed them off in the first season, and the rest weren't as great. Yep. Jessica Jones, first season, amazing. 2 after that were okay.
Yep.
So I think if they can do stuff right, I loved Elektra in that series. She was awesome. So definitely excited to see Charlie Cox back in the role because he kills it.
18 episodes.
Of Charlie Cox.
That is unreal. These have got to be 25-minute episodes.
I don't know.
These are not going to be hour-long episodes. It cannot be hour-long episodes.
They're trying to get it down to a comic page, and you're reading a comic. That's so short.
No, yeah, it's going to be. They won't disappoint. It's just going to be a lot. I bet. I bet they'll do the thing on regular TV where they take a break and it's there's a month of no episodes.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
They're on spring break. They're on the hiatus.
Yeah,
hanging out with the cast from The Flash.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give it a little drum roll here.
I mean, that's my number 1 on there for sure.
Is that Daredevil Born Again?
Uh-huh.
Me too. Charlie Cox is back. It's gonna be somehow connected to the first time around, but not. It's gonna be new. It's gonna be Disney Plus. But do we know a rating for this show? It was hard.
I don't think
it was
they're
hard.
Putting any, they're not. I don't think they're putting out any hard R Marvel stuff.
Here's what gives me concern about the tone of the first one. Thinking about how it'll be the second time is when they show Daredevil in that yellow outfit on She-Hulk, and I just think, all right, well, this is for young kids.
It's going to skew younger. I don't think it's going to be for kids.
But you saw Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was hard. It went harder.
Yeah,
than any other kind of Marvel Disney
I think it'll be
show.
just like that.
What do you think, Danny? Because I've heard your take on a lot of the Star Wars stuff that's on Disney Plus now. How do you think they'll handle Daredevil?
I think with Daredevil, they have, to Scott's point, the opportunity to kind of walk that line, appeal to an older audience like Moon Knight, but not make it to where, you're, I don't know, probably 9 to 14-year-old and above could still sit and watch it with you. It's not going to be Deadpool style, constant cussing and some nudity to where you got to flip that off with the kids in the room.
Hyper violence.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that. Whereas in the original Netflix, Daredevil is punching a guy or Kingpin is punching a guy to pulp.
Yeah.
And then the blood splashing on his face. You're not going to get that in this series.
No.
I hope Disney Plus is like, hold my beer.
Yeah. Prove
Yes,
me
please.
wrong, Kevin.
Yeah, it's just interesting that it's called Born Again. So I mean, that just kind of says all you need to know that
They're
you're
going
right.
all
It's
religious
multiple-
on this one.
Yeah.
It starts with him getting baptized. I mean,
Yes.
maybe really he had a really big relationship with the Catholic Church, and it's
Yeah.
a big part. It's a big part of his character.
Yeah. Irish Catholic.
Okay, getting into a big title, last TV show before we get into Marvel movies, which would be fun, and we're gonna look at the schedule for MCU and just kind of talk about it. Big drum roll, because coming up to fall season, October's around the corner. Scotty's been talking about this one since you've really been on the pod.
Yeah,
I think it was
for
one of
sure.
the first things that you brought up.
I think so.
And it's confirmed. It's happening. Why don't you tell
Less than a month away.
you tell the fans?
Werewolf by Night.
Woo! All right, what the fuck is this? There's the F. Sorry, there's the F-bomb.
Halloween-themed
Yes.
program starring Gail Garcia Bernal and Laura Donnelly. Marvel Studios' first TV special. Revealed along with a trailer and an October 7th premiere date on Disney+.
Spoiler alert. Talk to us about this trailer. Talk
This
to us about why
trailer-
you're excited about it.
I'm excited for this because it's dark, and it seemed the perfect opportunity to go down the Halloween aisle and really get gritty. And I was even more surprised when I watched the trailer and it was in black and white, and it really gave me that noir kind of mystery feel, almost like a whodunit. And it looked pretty hard to me.
What can
This is
fans look? What can fans look forward to in this?
I think you're going to get more of a Moon Knight-ish feel.
Is it so? Is
with
it a
this.
single? It's so
This
first of all,
is
it's
a TV special.
it's first of all, it's a special. So is Werewolf by Night to you? Is that a comic run? Is it a storyline?
This is
Is it like, what is Werewolf by Night to you that now they're making it a TV special? So you know what I mean? See what I'm saying?
I think this fits this character.
It's a character.
Werewolf by Night.
That's what it's a character name.
yes.
I mean, you're talking to a real not know anything person right now.
Yeah.
So Werewolf by Night.
This is Jack Russell.
You know
is
the
his name.
You know the comics.
I know the comics.
Okay.
He's a werewolf.
He's a werewolf.
He's a werewolf. And
At
I
night.
think mostly.
And is it like full moon werewolf, or like kind of if you get mad almost?
It's mostly full moon.
Mostly a
But
full.
we're gonna see what they adapt it to here.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm excited.
And it's like probably what, an hour and a half, 2 hour special.
I think we're gonna talk probably in the hour and a half.
music.
No.
Specials usually have music.
I don't think we're getting any music here.
A TV special usually has music.
Really?
I think that you might want to level your perspective,
Okay.
like your expectations and what it
I
might
mean,
be.
you want to give me a couple dance
Some
numbers,
creepy
tappity tap jazz
Halloween
hands.
music?
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the
Monster Mash.
It's the Monster Mash. All right, Danny, you know anything about this?
I don't, but if Disney can make money, they'll do a sing-along version for you, Logan. But we release it about 3 months later, and you just so you watch it again, you have your subtitles on the bottom when you
Yeah.
get done watching your Frozen sing-along.
Yeah, the bouncing fangs along the bottom.
Yeah.
On the,
Maybe they'll show us like Act 1 of the Captain America Avengers musical we saw in Hawkeye.
there we go.
And this, because it's MCU.
That-
So
right.
But funny you say that. That's how they opened up D23. Was I can do this all day. a
I
live
can do
performance.
this all
Do this all
Oh
day.
yeah, Jesus, I forgot about that. You're right.
All right, so you're
Love
excited.
it. I'm so
You can't
excited.
wait. It's coming.
I
It's
can't
coming out
believe
October 7th.
October 7th.
That's a few weeks.
Get everybody come on over to the
I mean, that
basement.
might have, if it's a special, that's like a definite have like people over.
for sure.
All right, Danny, get your plane ticket.
Done.
I'll be back in November, boys.
Yes.
We're
Yeah,
not
well,
waiting.
hell, we might be in here talking about it. All right, yeah, we'll let us know. Okay, those are the Marvel Studios TV shows. Anything else that I'm missing TV-wise, MCU? Before we get into the meat of the meat.
I don't think so.
All right, let's do it.
The meat.
MCU movies. We already talked about one of these coming up in February. I mean, Phase 4 is not done. Let's just do a little catch up to the. I mean, Phase 4. Like we just saw Thor: Love and Thunder. It's on Disney Plus. Go get it. Anything else this year? That's it. Werewolf by Night.
Black Panther.
Black Panther in November
11th.
Well, I mean, Jesus.
It's coming up, man.
And are we gonna
6
get,
weeks?
And here's the thing that didn't come out of this: the holiday special.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Literally right now.
There's no holiday special mentioned.
We didn't get any kind of holiday special.
So just not happening. But what is happening?
We know it was filmed.
Oh yeah, they had the cast together. They shot it all when they did everything at once. But we do know what's happening. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, the third film, is coming. The crowd saw new footage at D23 from the threequel, starring Paul Rudd, Catherine Newton, Evangeline Lilly, and Jonathan Majors. It opens February 17th in theaters. I've not seen. I saw a little bit of the released trailer because I was just a little bit curious, but you couldn't hardly see anything.
It was like filmed on a phone.
I didn't care. I was like,
behind
oh wait.
somebody's head.
But like what I'm reading from certain quotes from Michelle Pfeiffer, from interviews I read on Screen Rant and Screen Crush and CBR, this is gonna be a darker film. Kevin Feige has said that Scott Lang is going to be at the center of some of the biggest changes to the MCU, permanent changes to the MCU. From this film, we know that Kang is coming onto the big screen for the first time. We've only seen him once in Loki. Giggler, talk to me about what you're feeling about this third Ant-Man film.
I mean, I think this is gonna just set the stage of where everything goes from here. I have no clue what's gonna happen. Obviously, we get a little clue at the end of Loki with the Kang showing up as in the statues in the background, but we know there's going to be more.
It's not Kang,
but right,
it's
not true. Yeah,
it's He Who Remains.
Okay, good call. You're right.
he told everybody, "I'm not the bad guy here.
Okay,
you get rid of me,
but
you're gonna see what's coming."
But he was like the one copy of Kang that was maybe a little different.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, you're right. We hear about these other versions of this guy that have potentially killed other versions of the Avengers. He's obviously familiar with the multiverse being real and has like teamed up with other versions of himself to be like, I mean, his name is Kang the Conqueror.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say it. Phase 5 and 6 were announced by Kevin Feige just a handful of weeks ago. Two Avengers movies coming out, which I kind of think back to last year when they said no more Avengers movies after Endgame. Remember when Kevin Feige, like, what did that mean?
We're not going to get this Avengers team.
Well, that's just kind of like that was
someone's going to have to assemble.
They really flipped that though. They were like, no more Avengers films.
Right.
And I was like, no, here we go. Avengers Secret Wars, Avengers Kang Dynasty first, Secret Wars second.
Yeah, Secret
within
Wars
6 months of each other. So
yes.
We know for a fact we have met at least one of, or if not the biggest next MCU villain, replacing Thanos, releasing the big bad. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, you're only a handful of months from seeing this thing in theaters. Danny, are you excited for this?
Scott.
Yes.
I got a lore question for Scott. So Scott, Secret Invasion is the Skrulls. Secret Wars, is that the multiverse storyline?
Yeah, this is going to be the what you kind of got a taste of in Multiverse of Madness, where they mention incursions, and this is that has to do with
Secret Wars. Was Secret Wars when they blended the Ultimate Universe with the regular Marvel universe?
Kind of.
Okay.
It was just all kinds of what ifs coming together.
Yeah.
You got versions of, they did like knockoff versions of the Justice League, and they did all kinds of other stuff. You see other versions of our heroes coming together and fighting basically for the survival of their universe. And that's
how is that when Miles came in? To the mainline continuity?
To the main continuity. Yeah, they got rid of a lot of characters, and a lot of characters made it, and a lot didn't.
Yeah,
the first.
Yeah,
comic,
that was. I read all these things. It's just been a while, so I'm trying to remember, because I remember the Reed Richards from one of the universes is kind of one of the big bads.
You guys keep it going. You still doing it?
So
yeah, there are several versions of Reed Richards that are not good.
Yeah.
All right. What about? Go ahead, Danny.
No, I was gonna say, I think with Tony Stark out, we're all kind of wondering who's the next quirky leading leading comedy person. And so I think Paul Rudd's looking to step up into that if he's going to play this big, important role. And that's, I know we talked about Armored Wars earlier. That's why I love Don Cheadle. He's like the only straight guy left to make jokes against in the whole MCU, because they've made Thor and all the Guardians and everybody else who's left kind of a jokester, even the Hulk. But old Don Cheadle here's just got to play the straight man. So might be one of my favorite characters in the MCU right now against all these comedians.
I'm going to make a bold prediction here.
Let's hear it.
Scott Lang does not survive Ant-Man and the Wasp.
You think he dies?
I think he's gonna be the catalyst for this thing.
And it'll be like
he's gonna make a sacrifice.
As if he's at the center of it.
And he's at the center of this movie, and Kang is the big bad.
And
I don't know that his outlook looks great.
I mean, that'd be a good way to introduce a
to
badass
make you
villain.
hate someone.
Yeah, if you kill
That's the way.
You kill Paul Rudd,
Yeah.
America will come for you.
Yes.
Oh boy.
All right. And it's right here on the screen. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It looks like the crowd at D23 was excited to see new footage from the MCU sequel starring Angela Bassett as Ramonda. Opens November 11th in theaters. Was this a second trailer?
No.
We did
Not
not
that I
get
know
to
of.
see this. I think it's just footage. Maybe they got to see
So they got
a
to
couple
see
of scenes.
a couple of things, yeah. And I think I heard a quote from the snippet. It was something around the Queen speaking to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Something along the lines of, "We know what you say about us, that our king is dead, that we are weak, and we're gonna show you that we're." It's gonna be a multi-layered movie. We're getting Namor, we're getting the explanation from the MCU of how they're gonna handle everything from Chadwick Boseman, and we know for now that T'Challa has passed somehow. How are they going to pass this mantle? And the trailer is just, it brought tears and chills already. This is
For
right.
sure.
This is right around the
God.
corner. This is 2 months away.
Yeah. Less. Yeah.
I turn it on like randomly, just like once a week, and just get excited. So
Just to get jacked again.
God.
Danny, you saw the trailer. You pumped for this movie coming up in November?
Yeah, I'm excited to see who is the new Black Panther.
Exactly.
Big real world loss. Like, what an amazing actor. Just won. What did he get, an Emmy for What If?
Yep.
Yeah.
Week or so ago, and was pretty bummed when I heard what happened with him. Hopefully he's in a good place, but I'm really interested to see how they move this forward. That is exciting, respectful, pays homage to him, and gives everybody that is there to carry the mantle just a great opportunity to really shine, because I thought the first one was good, and I was really looking forward to see. He could carry a team. He could carry a movie. And so what is this like without him? And I hope that it's great for the cast and whoever carries that mantle.
Don't envy the folks in Marvel Studios to have to come up with how to do that movie. And I just you never know what kind of challenges are going to come up. And like you said, very real world. The story of Chadwick Boseman is inspirational and tragic all at the same time, but just very real world. The people that are left behind to say, like, what do we do now? This is going to be that movie. So go ahead.
What they did with Carrie Fisher in the last Star Wars movie, hopefully they took a lot more care and love than that little add together nonsense. So, I'm sure they did, but yeah, I'll just rant about things I still don't like about the new movies.
Oh yeah, that's part of the reason we have you on. We love it. All right, this is one that I am so excited for. I just am. You talk about, like, what are they going to do next? Captain America movie again on the calendar. May 3rd, 2024. Captain America New World Order. Shira Haas and Tim Blake Nelson have joined the cast of the sequel starring Anthony Mackie. Arrives on theaters again May 3rd, 2024. New World Order. I feel like I'm going to jump around here to the schedule for the MCU. Captain America New World Order. So that puts that movie
almost wrapping up Phase 5.
Almost a year after Quantumania, a few months after Loki 2. Like, what is this movie? What is Captain America: New World Order?
What will the MCU look like?
And is
at that point?
And is that a comic run? Is that like a title of a storyline? Does anybody know
probably
what we
is,
could
but
expect here?
I don't. I've got no clue. And then plus they added Tim Blake Nelson. Does anybody?
Who is that? Who is that?
That is
This
from
is the lead,
the Incredible Hulk.
from the Incredible Hulk movie. He got the gamma drops on his head. and
on his head.
And his brain grew.
Megamind, or
The
he
leader.
looks like Megamind,
Yeah,
but he's
yeah.
the leader.
His name is the leader. He's a huge Hulk villain.
And like he got those drops on him in the middle of the big fight, and it was like he was Mr. Blue,
Yeah. Yes.
Hulk was Mr. Green.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, New World Order. I mean, you're telling me this movie's a year almost after Quantumania.
Yeah. Oh, more than a year.
So,
Like,
is this going to be New World Order? Like, your whole world is
Kang
changed?
has taken over?
Yeah, that's where I'm thinking. I'm thinking somebody else is in charge, and this is like, maybe he's leading like a resistance kind of thing, which
Captain
I think
America
would be really cool.
underground kind of.
Mhm.
I feel like the season of Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the Captain America origin story post Steve Rogers intro. Not Anthony Mackie, but the character's name. Sam Wilson.
Sam
Yes.
Wilson. Yes.
Oh my God.
We've got
And
Carl Lumley coming back as
Okay.
the original Captain America
oh yes, from
as
the series.
and then we've got a new Falcon.
Danny Ramirez.
Yes. He got the wings.
He got the wings.
Yes. And I feel like that was it. That was the origin story. That was this is going to be how what it means for him to get the shield and living in America, how complicated it is. This is going to be kind of like, it doesn't matter anymore about any of that. It's time for heroes to stand up, and he's going to have to just like be like the best Captain America can be. Like he's going to have to be a hero, maybe cut off. I can see him getting cut off on his own and having to do his own thing a little bit. But this is a movie coming, 2024. We're still a ways away, but it'll be here before we know it.
I mean, where is Captain America between now and then?
Exactly.
Like, do we see him? We've got to see
Like,
him in something else.
Is it just going to be a montage?
to get a taste?
A simple montage?
When
of him?
he's going to come in, he's got a guest star in some other movie. Go
Yeah.
back to the schedule.
Oh yeah, here's the
Go back
schedule.
to the schedule.
Please.
Does he? Does he? Does he show up in Ironheart? Does he show up in the Marvels?
Maybe Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion? Do we get any kind of taste?
I think he could show up in Black Panther. I think real good odds.
He very
in some
well
way.
could.
It's early, but I could see that as kind of, he's there at the summit kind of thing.
That's a good call. They had the Winter Soldier show, or what was it? Captain America and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
The Falcon.
Falcon
and the Winter Soldier.
Jesus Christ, I can't remember the name.
Yeah,
of
and
that
I already
show.
said it like 5 minutes ago
Yeah, what are you
too.
doing?
What do you?
Might be.
God.
I mean, that
Somebody
shows.
order this guy some Swedish fish.
This is what. This is what. I mean, that's like a prequel to this movie. Basically, it's just that's making me kind of just appreciate the shows right now. Like
What-
they're
Hey, I'm
basically
looking
giving
at
you-
that schedule. What do you think the odds are in Blade? Like the first vampire he kills is Morpheus, and then we're like, okay, we're done with that series.
That'd be fine.
Yeah, you just get like Kevin Feige does his first like cameo, just like looks right in the camera, like
F you, Sony.
You're welcome.
yeah, you're
What are you
welcome,
gonna
audience.
do?
F you, Sony. All right, how about let's look at these titles. I mean, let's just nerd out for a second about this.
Fantastic Four.
I mean, we talked about this. It was announced, several weeks ago, but here we are at D23. Kevin Feige confirmed that Matt Shakman will be directing the reboot pick that hits theaters November 8th, 2024. Fantastic Four is coming back. I heard rumors they have casted like 3 out of the 4. We all know which one is probably still on the table.
Yeah.
The poor thing. Just like, who's it going to be? But we don't know who it is, right? We haven't have any confirmed castings.
I don't think there's
No.
anything confirmed.
I'm
There's
not
a lot
believing
of
anything I
rumors,
see
but
right
I'm
now.
not taking anything until Kevin Feige tells me who it is or I see footage.
Yeah, I mean, Fantastic Four, what a history. Like, I actually think that, like, you could almost have gotten those first couple films in the MCU. Like, they were really tapping into it. Kevin
okay
Feige
with
produced the film. I agree. And, you can feel, like, aspects of today's MCU in those films. They do the remake with the reboot with Michael B. Jordan and what's his name from Top Gun.
Yeah.
Miles Teller.
Miles
Miles
Teller.
Teller.
John Krasinski's now come back to come in as the character in Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Will we see him again sometime? This is going to be an interesting story, probably about a past Fantastic Four, bringing in a new generation in present day. This movie's so far out, but I just think I'm excited to see most 4 characters interacting with current MCU characters that we all love.
Yes.
Did you guys see that? I think it was Thor, the last Thor movie. One of the deleted scenes was supposed to be Mr. Fantastic's arm reaching across, like watching some sort of screen and reaching across and like turning it off or something, like alluding that he's like watching and observing what's going on. Because I think everything's going to go to shit. And then he's going to kind of show up in that movie and be like, hey, I'm here to help like fix this, but I got to get the right people together. Like almost like, hey, I got to reassemble the Avengers. I've been in the back kind of watching this. And I think we're going to start getting maybe allusions to him or other members of the Illuminati even that they're trying to put things together, and that catapults us down the road into the Avengers reassembling with a new team.
Yeah, that would be
That's
awesome.
exciting.
Makes sense.
And I almost feel like, isn't in the comics like Nathaniel Richard? Isn't like Kang like somehow maybe potentially
Kang is Nathaniel Richards.
He's Nathaniel Richards, like the son of Reed, right? Essentially,
Yeah,
right?
descendant.
Or descendant.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
again, like maybe it matters, maybe it doesn't.
I saw a crazy theory that what if Jonathan Majors plays like Reed Richards? It could because he could be a variant.
Yep.
You never know.
Yeah, he could be like a number of characters from other multiverses.
Yeah.
Quantumania.
I just like that theory. I don't know.
Who knows?
The crazier the better.
Multiverse.
Nothing will surprise me at this freaking point.
And then how about
I
this?
mean-
Go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, the other thing we don't know is, and we'll learn more in Secret Invasion, but who's actually who you think they are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So these people might be Skrulls and we don't even know it right now.
Oh yeah, we're
'Cause
gonna
that's kinda
get
how that.
That's
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get some. We're gonna get at least, I think, 2 huge reveals of someone who has been a Skrull since
Yeah.
who knows when.
And you know how they soften the blow on that is they've already showed us this with Nick Fury in
Yeah.
Far From
Yeah,
Home.
yeah.
So they're like, he was
For
the whole
sure.
movie went by.
And Maria Hill.
And they were like, okay, if they can replace these two for a whole movie, think about who else they could replace over the span of like a couple of years. Where like
Right.
maybe we find out that like Wong's acting a little weird, and She-Hulk maybe.
I think Wong's going
Wongers.
to bite it in one of these big movies.
No.
Kind of like they did.
No, they're
Kind of like they did
Damn.
with
Kill
Coulson.
Don't do that to
Wong?
my Wongers.
I think you're very
it's gonna
Wong.
be the same thing they did with Coulson.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Wong the new Coulson?
That's what I'm afraid of.
He's gonna be a catalyst for anger,
It happened in the first Avengers film.
bring the team together.
We're coming up on first Avengers film. I don't know what that would technically be in this lineup. We'd have to figure it out. But who are we going to get killed off? It's going to be somebody close to the heartstrings, no doubt. One more movie. Here we go. Wrap it up. And then we'll talk about just kind of the schedule a little bit. Thunderbolts. Several castings were announced. D23 again, 2022 for the Jake Schreier directed film. We'll close out Phase 5 of the MCU on July 26, 2024. They include David Harbour.
Back.
Back again from Black
Back,
Widow
yes.
in The Red Guardian. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Elaine, playing
Valentina Allegra
Del Fontaine.
Del Fontaine, yeah.
That was from memory for me.
Wow.
Well, that was from your book for you, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wyatt Russell, Captain America, U.S. agent.
U.S. agent. You should have written that down in a book.
Shit, I guess I can't remember the easy ones. Florence Pugh maybe coming in here as the leader, I've heard, of the Thunderbolts, bringing back her character of
Yelena Belova.
Yelena Belova, the
or Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
Mantle
Basically.
passed.
Yes.
Sebastian Stan? Winter Soldier is
Winter
in this
Soldier.
movie?
There's the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. My jaw dropped when they put that on the screen.
That's a question
I
I,
was
need
like,
answered
are you
right
kidding
now.
me?
Like he's in the okay, and then Hannah John Kamen, who's that?
Ghost.
Ghost from
Ant-Man
Ant-Man
and
and
the
the
Wasp.
Wasp. Think we're
Yeah.
gonna see her in Quantumania?
We've got to get her. She can't just show up in the Thunderbolts. That's,
That's what I was thinking. All these
Over
most of these other people have
almost 2 years
have
from
their
now.
intros or their
I
invites
think
already.
they could, because we've already gotten a couple. We're building a team
Yeah,
lines.
exactly. She's gonna show up
Again.
somewhere.
What about Olga Kurilenko?
Taskmaster.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Black
She's
Widow.
back. How are they going to get along?
What about Zemo?
No Zemo yet.
But he's in
I
the.
think
And he got taken to.
The raft.
the raft.
They locked him up.
I,
But he's in the raft and he's not going to be in the
I
Thunderbolts?
don't
Well,
know that they
no.
can get away with not putting him in the Thunderbolts.
What do you think, Danny?
Sharon Carter's got to come back at some point.
Yeah.
Skrull?
She could be.
Scroll.
That could be a scroll.
She was acting kind of weird in the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
My question is, General Thunderbolt, what are they going to do about
That
him?
sucks.
Oh, he passed.
Recast.
R.I.P..
William Hurt passed away.
R.I.P.
R.I.P..
In the comic books, he is a Hulk.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he is the Red Hulk.
Bring him back.
You bring him back?
I think
Maybe on his way out, they were like,
I
do you
think
mind?
they'll recast for if they have that plan in mind.
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
They get somebody else.
All right, Thunderbolts. I mean, I've heard this is pretty much like a Suicide Squad.
It's a Suicide Squad
But it's
for
mo-
sure.
It's Marvel. It's going to be anti-heroes.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, I mean, it's going to be an MCU take.
Yeah.
Do you bring in James Gunn?
Sure.
I mean, you
I
could.
say yes on behalf of James Gunn.
You could, but you got to fire Jake Schreier.
Oh, he's the director. Oh, sorry, Jake. Listen, I'm sure you're going to kill it. What do you think about this Thunderbolts movie? You excited, Danny? Is this one like, is this your fancy, or do you not care? Are you somewhere in between?
No, I mean I'm excited. It's like when I saw the cast, I was like, okay, it's not as heavy hitting. We don't have the gods and the Hulks in there, which always brings a level of firepower, I feel, to a team. But you got a Captain America super soldier-esque person, and you got two of those really. So I think for me is I could see this being one where the team not only turns against each other, but there's some like real like evil people in the team. I was surprised there wasn't anybody in that initial announcement that was just like a character without somebody we hadn't already met. Like I would have thought maybe they would give us like one or two on the team that were like, oh, who is that? Like who's playing that? Like a masked person that we hadn't already seen yet.
Yeah,
I think we'll get that.
that's why they were like, here's the initial lineup. Well, there's a couple more names that'll sprinkle
I think we're
out.
going to get something.
And I mean, this is coming out July 26, 2024.
I was really surprised to see Red Guardian.
So, yeah,
I know, me
that
too.
was not
Yeah.
someone I had even thought about being tossed back in to a team.
So if that comes out in July 2024, Thunderbolts.
At the very end of Phase 5. This is closing Phase 5.
This is closing 5. This might be around Secret.
No.
This is all
Top
the
bottom
way at
right.
the end.
I see it. It's on there. It's on there. It's after
Hal
Daredevil,
Jordan's in the way.
and it's before. Yeah, thank
Right
you.
after Captain America.
And before Fantastic Four, and about 6 months before Avengers: The King Dynasty. So like, you might not see him again until like the next Avengers movie.
This is going to be a shit has really hit the fan.
Yeah,
We're looking right after Captain America, New World Order.
exactly.
We are scraping the barrel
Yep.
to find someone who can do something about this Kang guy.
Yeah, a whole movie about
A
it.
whole movie.
Seems like it's got a lot to
We're
carry.
going to prison, and we're going to get these guys out.
Yeah.
Black Widow, see if you can keep these, this band of misfits together, and please help us.
All right. There you have it. A whole slew of movies. I mean, looking at the schedule, Marvel Studios up on the screen right now. You talk about the franchises that are pumping out just the most quantity and highest quality of content. I mean, Marvel's got this, right? I
Is
mean,
that it?
come on. I mean, is there anything else? What do you got in your real book?
We got the Marvels.
Tell us.
They had everybody from
We had Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. We had
I know her name.
Kamala Khan.
Yep.
I don't remember her actual name. We had
Anybody remember it?
Monica
Maria.
Rambeau.
Maria or Monica Rambeau? I don't remember. I get the two mixed up.
Monica Rambeau.
Monica Rambeau.
The younger one. Yeah.
I know both of their names. They're just slipping me right now. Damn it.
Iman Vellani.
Good job.
That's
Miss
Miss
Marvel.
Marvel.
Miss
Yeah.
Marvel.
Monica Rambeau is Tiana Paris.
Yep.
Good job. And they were all three there promoting the new
They
film.
were all three there.
Any footage or something?
I don't know that we got any footage, but I know they kind of explained
What's happening?
And the end of the Miss Marvel show, where
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, obviously. All of these three characters' powers they were described as entangled.
And they're causing them
So
to
they
switch
can
spots
switch spots
when they are using their powers.
at any given moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, really interesting. We'll see Monica Rambeau as Photon.
Haven't seen her since she got her powers in WandaVision.
Right. Should be interesting.
Any other things that we missed from Marvel or anything else from D23? But I'm looking at this Marvel schedule just like still in disbelief.
The video game with Captain America and Black Panther
Midnight
in
Sun.
World War II.
Black Panther,
Oh,
T'Challa's grandfather.
That looks interesting. And
Yeah.
then, Midnight Suns
Yeah.
got delayed till next year, but
Next year? I thought it was just December. Maybe.
No,
maybe.
it's this year.
I thought it was
Yeah.
early next year.
This
I
year?
think it was
December.
early next year. Yeah.
It's December.
Okay.
No, I think it's December, buddy.
Yeah, December.
Look
Okay,
it up.
good.
And
Come on.
what's the Midnight Suns?
Midnight is another video game.
Okay, and that's about like Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider,
Daredevil.
Blade. You're gonna get some more of the darker corners of the Marvel. I think Wolverine was in it.
Oh hell yeah!
Hulk. I think there was a Hulk in there.
December 2nd, Midnight Suns. You're right.
What about nothing came out about Agatha the Coven.
We didn't get
of
anything about
Chaos.
Agatha.
I was
We didn't
hoping
get
for
anything of
Deadpool.
Blade.
Nothing from
I
Blade.
wanted Deadpool to be announced. I think I really hyped this up again as being more than they thought it was going to be after
No
Comic-Con.
Guardians. Like, I don't know how we get Thunderbolts and Captain America that are into Phase 5, and we didn't get anything from Guardians.
And especially
Or
if they have a
Blade.
Christmas special that's in 3 months that
3
we have
months.
heard nothing on.
Yeah, and I just watched Eternals again after Thor: Love and Thunder the other day. End credit scene, spoiler alert, but like Black Knight,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean potentially Blade in that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like these are characters that you're teasing a little bit. That I'm like, I need to see Kit Harington as this Black Knight character immediately.
Yes, right now.
Like that's like something I just need to see.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Do it.
Could he pop up in Agatha?
He's gonna pop
Like kind
up
of a
somewhere,
magic
right?
thing?
Because
I think he
Yeah.
comes
'Cause
back in
he's-
Blade for sure.
he's grabbing that sword and he's gonna
Absolutely.
go
okay.
looking for him. He's gonna be looking for the Eternals, and like there's gonna be stuff that happens like along the way. Like I'm on my way of like finding this thing out,
Yeah.
and there's gonna be a lot of these story threads that have been like pulled on that they're gonna start coming together in like these Phase 5 titles, even Phase 6. So it's just exciting to think about the seeds that have been planted. Anything else from D23? Anything else Star Wars wise that we're missing, Danny? I can't believe you joined us, man. Thanks so much for calling in from Texas and spending the whole meet with us.
That's a meaty meat.
It's a good meet. It's a great meet. No, I was excited when I saw you guys were talking about this. That's pretty much it for Star Wars right now. There's still a lot up in the air. There's all these movies that are apparently still greenlit that we don't know anything about. So we'll see what actually comes. But with Star Wars, you just got to take it as they actually announce it, I think. And sometimes they announce stuff like Rian Johnson apparently still has a trilogy that's in the works. But we'll see. Taika Waititi, I think, just got a trilogy or movies that are going to be set in a
at least
completely different
one.
timeline. Yeah. I mean, that excites anything that goes outside of, the regular continuity. I think is good. Now, as I'm sure many people from Disney are listening, I do have a pretty good idea of how to save some characters you ruined in the last 3 movies. So feel free to call me and I'll redeem all those characters for you very quickly and tell you a great story about the twins of Rey and Kylo and how the Skywalker legacy would actually continue. But,
754 call log, Disney.
Yes.
leave a message. We won't answer the phone probably.
But we'll feature you on fan mail.
I can't believe we didn't get
But-
anything from Ahsoka.
Didn't
Yeah,
we see,
I mean, I think
didn't we see
they know what they got.
Ahsoka
They
in
gotcha.
the Mandalorian trailer?
Was she?
Was she?
I don't recall.
It was a
seeing
blur.
I think so.
So much
I
stuff
think
came
she
out.
was, yeah.
But I mean, she's got her own show coming.
Yeah.
Oh, they cast for Ahsoka. They cast Ezra.
Oh, that's
Which
right,
is one of
Ezra
the-
Bridger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ezra Bridger. from Rebels. He was kind of the main character. And
Yeah, that'll be
MIA
exciting.
at the end of that. You know, he makes a big sacrifice. The casting was like spot on from a look standpoint. I don't know much about the actor, but when I saw him, I'm like, yeah, that's exactly
him.
like, yeah. And so, you know, I'm excited for that because that means Sabine will be in it and Ahsoka and probably try to find him. So curious how they explain the time gap between that. And, you know, I think, I can't think of the gal who plays her right now.
Rosario Dawson.
I think Rosario Dawson. I think she did a good job when she popped up in Mandalorian. And so I think that'll be good. I still want a movie because the movies just have more space battles and stuff, but this is tiding me over since 2019 that we've had a movie.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, D23 Disney Plus Day. These are days that like we never knew we'd be like excited about, but now we're getting all sorts of exciting stuff out of Star Wars, Marvel, and beyond. Danny, thanks so much for joining us. Hey, you going to stick with us through coming up, or do you got to run?
I can stick with you.
All right, stay with us. We'll do a little recap coming up. Anything we missed, Scotty, Andy?
Man, I got nothing. We covered so much. I thought this was going to be like quick and easy because we didn't have a feature show, but
this was it, man.
Then I knew. I guess I should have known that we would just straight nerd out because when I look at this timeline that we're looking at right now for the MCU, I could not be more excited. I mean,
well, when they give you years to look at like this, you're like, damn, you can just really nerd out about this and start playing. This is what I was most excited to do. Like when we started the show was like, if there is a day when all these Marvel titles are starting to exist far into the future, you get to start playing like, well, this will come out then, this will come out then. And you can kind of start guessing a few things. Like, I bet we see this character. I bet we see this. And like, we're just getting started. This is the first phase after Avengers Endgame happened. So like, I'm with you, Andy. It couldn't be more excited to keep bringing this stuff up.
What are the odds you think one of these they told us the name of, they later come out after we see one of these movies and scratch it out and replace it with something relevant to what's happened? Like, I think that would be cool. They're like, you think you're getting whatever, actually it's this.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you thought you were going to get Agatha Coven of Chaos? No.
It's
actually, you know, the Hood. You know, now that you got a taste of him in Ironheart, now you got something else.
I think some total surprises would be cool in any way. Just to be like, oh, you already planned on these 10 things. Here's an 11th thing that you had no idea was coming.
Right.
It's never going to happen.
Shows.
Yeah,
people spoil everything. People spoil everything. It's never going to happen.
I mean, if you think about it,
I want it to happen so bad. I agree, though.
When did we get a full Phase 4 picture? You know, and at what point did things come and drop off?
You can
show up.
You know what I did? I did a Google search of Phase 4 schedule, and I went back and I looked, and there were like so many different versions,
many different ones,
and it had changed so many times.
You
and
know,
even like
Loki moved forward, and then it came back.
Certain things moved like 6 months or a year, and like we're gonna be in front or behind, and like then they just totally move it to where like it didn't.
Right.
Well, whatever.
Like with Multiverse of Madness, I think was supposed to be like way at the beginning, and
now,
and they completely came on the other end of Spider-Man, where they had to rewrite the movie.
Yeah,
you know, it's you never know what you're gonna get. Are we gonna get an extra show somewhere? We've got to. I think.
I'm just really excited.
Yeah, we can tell.
I mean, look at this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into what's coming up. Obviously, plenty. D23, it happened. And we'll do more episodes like that. I think there's going to be plenty of days like that where we can just do a nerd out. You know, we're always going to bring features into the show, movies, books, TV shows, concerts, albums, anything that we're into. But sometimes it's cool just to talk about many things at once.
Yeah, I mean, DC's going to have one.
I feel like I'm going to do I was going to do a boo, which I haven't done in a while. I don't think I even have it on here anymore because it was just a sad. Here, let's do it. What?
Hit the brakes.
DC fandom is canceled. I mean, go down the list. Batwoman, Batgirl, Supergirl, the Michael B. Jordan movie,
the Flash TV show was canceled.
I mean, the Flash movie. Who knows what's going to happen? DC fandom was, right around the corner, Black Adam is still coming out here in October, and it's totally canceled.
Yeah.
Not good.
Mm-mm.
What?
But it could be in favor of an in-person event. Maybe.
Oh, Andy.
Come on. Let me leave hope for that.
You know
But
what?
probably not, though.
Let's call Warner Brothers,
Uh-huh.
and we'll just do our
Give
mostly superheroes DC fandom.
Like we'll host
Yeah,
it
we'll host
from
it.
right here.
Yeah.
We'll see if we get James
You
Gunn in
send
here.
us some screeners of Shazam. We know it's complete.
Yes.
Black Adam, send it to us.
Do you guys think
Give us the Batgirl. We'll tell everybody how it was and what they're missing.
what's going to happen with this Black Adam movie? We're like a month away. Less than a month.
They pushed Shazam back a long way, and I think they might be going to do some reshoots and some rewrites to try and fix something, but they can't get anybody to take the reins over there. They offered the Kevin Feige position to a guy, and he turned it down.
He's like, I can't.
He's like, I can't fix this. This is broken.
It's too
Barry,
much.
you screwed up the timeline.
That's the
I'll
story
make the
right
same
there.
offer to DC that I did Star Wars. Call me. Like I'm for hire.
Same.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll do it for
Scott
cheaper.
and I'll write it.
Again, you know,
Yeah.
get James Gunn involved. You know, he's willing to dip in both sides. But I mean, you got like a lot of the Justice Society of America coming into this Black Adam film.
Black Adam looks great.
It looks
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I saw the newest trailer.
You got
It was
Hawkman. You got Doctor
fantastic.
Fate. You got the Atom
Smasher.
Yep.
I just need
And
Ezra
who knows
Miller.
who else?
Ezra Miller to come out and say, guys, I'm sorry. I got a little too into playing
tried.
the Reverse Flash character.
I just want to know what
I
like,
just started being a complete idiot for the past few
when
months.
they tell that story and they're like, he went and said sorry in person. I'm just like, please tell me someone filmed it. Like, I just want to see
Right.
what did that discussion go.
I want to
like?
know if he crawled in through a window
Like, what happened?
to apologize.
What about? Let's see. Yeah, when did they push Shazam: Fury of the Gods? They got that trailer out.
They moved
Danny,
it to like
Danny, what'd you think of that trailer?
March.
I mean, I liked the first Shazam. I thought it was a little more upbeat, and even though it had kids, I thought it did a good job with the kids.
Well, because they become adults.
Very
Right.
good job. Yeah, I mean that helps.
They're in adult
But-
situations.
No, but like the Freddy character, I thought was funny, and I thought they did a good job with that. It was a little more like upbeat and happy, and I don't know, just didn't feel as down and dreary and dark as some of the other ones. So I mean, I'm excited for Shazam 2, but I just don't know. It's like you're moving forward, but you're not. Like what am I supposed to care about? Like, I mean, you got the freaking Rock. If you can't make a good movie with the Rock, like
Right.
you should just call
What
it.
are you doing?
Like, yeah.
And then
But I don't know what you do. You're scrapping all these things that I don't know if that was your problem. I think your problem was you wanted Avengers, but you weren't willing to make, Iron Man and Captain America and Thor beforehand to
Right.
get us to care.
you
You
didn't
jumped
invest.
right into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want everything given.
I mean,
Everything feels like these characters are cool, so you better think they're cool.
It's hard to recover from now.
Of the Justice League was so good for those characters. I loved every casting in that.
And the
I
Justice
thought
League.
Ezra Miller was, the Justice
Yeah.
League. I thought Ben Affleck was awesome as Batman.
I liked him.
I thought Ezra Miller was great as Flash. Jason freaking Momoa, hell yeah. He
Yeah.
was great as Aquaman.
Gal
Played
Gadot.
every one of those
Care
characters.
about Gal Gadot, phenomenal. Now, second Wonder Woman kind of stunk, but that
Yeah.
wasn't her fault.
That was
Not-
bad.
Not even kinda. It was. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
Might have been Patty Jenkins on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got that
But-
Joker 2 announced
Joker 2.
with Lady Gaga.
Mm-hmm.
Musical.
Could be a
Ish.
musical.
I mean, when you
What
hear
is going
when you
on?
hear something like that, you just think like now we're really in La La Land. Like,
Right.
I mean,
But then we got the Batman 2 maybe happening.
Maybe. Please.
and I heard that I heard
hope
that I heard that Warner Brothers essentially regretted the Snyder cut. What's going on with that? Is that there's no way that's true.
They regret caving and releasing that
They regret everything.
because it was better.
Yeah, they just regret anything they do.
Yeah.
Because it was better.
Why don't they
And-
just? What
And
happened to
now
that?
people are like, "Oh, please, why? Well, how come you're not giving Zack Snyder another choice?" But then they found out, well, Zack Snyder might have been the one funding the release the Snyder cut BS in the first place.
Yeah, and like Zack Snyder had some like outlandish ideas about like Lois Lane gets raped or something.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are all hearsay things, by the way. Don't let this is total conjecture. Like,
They need somebody over there to take charge, and it needs to be its own branch.
I mean, I started.
DC Entertainment be its own thing.
That's where we started as fans, Andy. Was DC. I don't know about you. Like, but
I've
like
always been a Marvel
Batman
guy.
But
forever.
I started in DC, and like it's just been this long road. Just looking like, I mean, I like DC. I just think like, what happened? What happened? And I mean, Man of Steel was good.
No, it wasn't.
It was fine.
Guess what? I think in the
It was
future,
fine.
in the
It was
future,
fine.
we'll be having an episode where we talk about what happened to the MCU and why is DC better. Like,
Yeah.
it's
We
gonna
will
happen,
never have that.
but it's not
episode.
gonna.
I mean,
be,
if you had told me that after like
I might have gray
Iron
hair.
Man 3, I'd have been like, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
But like now, look at it.
At this point, I don't think there's any way they could ever take the reins. Ever.
We'll see.
it's
Write
gotta
it
happen
down.
eventually.
We'll see. All right, plenty of other stuff coming up. Anything you guys are particularly excited for?
Black Adam,
Black
Yeah.
Panther.
Black Panther.
What about Blade 2 and 3?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Wait,
good call. Let's get.
We can watch them. Watch them together.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Danny, you like those movies?
Yeah. We'll get Ryan Reynolds in there.
Oh, baby.
Trinity.
Blade
yeah,
3.
Blade Trinity. I like that movie.
All right, and don't forget, we do have a contest going on. You can win a free vinyl. Got a QR code on the screen if you're watching on your TV. mostlysuperheroes.com/contest. Go win that Coheed album. Go enter. We're everywhere online. Watch us and listen on Patreon, just like Danny and my dad. Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the socials, even on Pinterest if you're looking for good studio home podcasting ideas. We put all of
Nice.
our pictures and videos on there. We're on Tumblr if you're still doing weird Tumblr stuff. TikTok, we got the vertical
Wow.
video. You can listen on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, Good Pod, Stitcher, and so many more. We're pretty much ubiquitous. If someone asks you where to find Mostly Superheroes, you tell them mostlysuperheroes.com because it's all linked up there. Plenty happening. Merch is on the site. We're updating the site all the time, adding new things to our member area, adding new categories to our list, new ways to engage with the show, new ways to find the events that are listed. If you're a music band, artist, or venue, or an organization that's doing charity or any kind of do-good work out there, we want to hear from you. We got pages to hear from all of you folks. And you can find us Sunday on Patreon, Monday everywhere else. We're Mostly Superheroes. We're so excited. Let's do a little bit of sign-off. Danny Patron from Texas calling us on the call log. Thanks a lot. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. Hold on. I was on the board. Danny.
Dan.
Thank you guys. Love it. Happy to be on again. I'll get the mic so I have a good setup real soon, and I'll be in town November 15th all the way, going to a concert that night, but all the way until after Thanksgiving. So if you're filming one during that, love to come to the studio.
Yeah, whether it's virtual or physical, you're always welcome here.
Yep.
Your knowledge and your nerd passion bring a new energy into the show. We're always happy to have you.
Black
Thanks, guys.
Panther.
Black Panther. Scotty,
November 11th.
is this your sign-off?
No, I'm just saying, Danny's going to be in town.
Oh, wait a minute. So he'll be here during that movie?
Right after the movie comes out. He'll
right
be
after.
here.
So I
Yep.
mean, I think are we seeing the future a little bit?
Let's go.
Done.
Oh, I cannot wait. All right, Scotty, talk to the fans. Give us a sign off.
Oh, I hope everyone enjoyed a scoop-tastic episode of Mostly Superheroes.
A scoop of the meat instead of like a chunk of meat. It was kind of like a bunch of ribs,
Right.
Or something,
Exactly.
like a
It's
spread.
taco meat.
Yeah, I mean,
Taco Bell. They
Ribbed
scoop it
for
out,
your
they
pleasure.
Slap it on there.
I can tell that Scotty's scoop is getting dangerously good. I mean, the notebook has actually been here the last couple times. I mean, it's got a beautiful leather-bound side with.
It's actually my workbook, and I couldn't find my other notebook, so I wrote my notes in here today.
I mean, always glad to have it. And the Giggler with your giggles and your excitement. Tell us about talk to the fans. Give us a sign off.
I'm just happy to be here again. We shout out to the Crow's Nest for that delicious pre-pod meal.
So good.
Yes.
We would not be here right now if it wasn't for. I'd probably be just asleep. Probably
Gave you
But,
the
oh my
energy.
God, it was so good.
The music, the beer, the food.
I kind of wish I would have. I had maybe a quarter of my burger left. Now I'm regretting not getting it to go. I was like, I don't need to eat this cheese curd covered burger when I get
You
home
think,
tonight.
you think you're gonna grab something?
Terrible
You gonna grab something on the way home?
Couple
Nah,
of sliders.
I'll be snacking when I get home. I got to finish House of Dragons from last night. So
Oh,
Well-
no, you mean you got to start House of Dragons?
Yeah,
from
you're
last
right.
night.
Episode 4. Can't wait to keep it going. We'll talk about Game of Thrones, She-Hulk, a lot of shows happening actively, movies and stuff on the roads.
Andor,
It's all coming, and we'll be in here. Hopefully a little bit more often. I know we've only been here about once a month, twice a month. But we're all working it to be in here more. We text and talk a lot outside of here and meet a lot, and we want to be in here more. We're sad that the studio sits so empty waiting for us to come in here and gab about all this nonsense, but we're gonna be doing it, and there's a lot more coming the rest of the year and into 2023, which will be season 4 for the show.
what?
Can you even believe it?
Wow.
Just gets better every week. Look at these lights that have just been
I can't wait to see
Yeah,
what it's going to look like.
mystifying me the
Danny-
entire
Next time we
time.
come in.
Danny, you probably saw live today, but I mean the upgrades are happening, so your money's going.
I can see.
It's being very well spent.
We are raving in here.
I mean, we got lights, we got 4K, we got new monitors. It's all happening. Guys, thanks so much.
Yeah, you guys look good.
We appreciate you. Danny, thanks for calling in. You can be a caller just like that. 754 call log. Get that into your phone so that you can text us. You can call us. We can get you in here. Go find us at mostlysuperheroes.com. We'll see you again next time. We'll let you know about what that next title is going to be for the meet. Follow us on social media and we'll let you know. Tell a friend. Enjoy your life. Make it cool. We'll see you next time. Take it easy.